Okay, y'all, let's see if third time was the charm on this one. First of all, we have no drop frames. I just resetted the internet. I think it just needed a reset, and that was it. Let's pray that that's all that we needed for it. That would be great. I would love that. I feel like a sham. I feel like a sham. Are we allowed to share Discord links for smaller fan gans? If you want to, that's fine. As long as they're not, you know, I don't want to be connected to it is what I'm saying. Is like, I don't want you guys to be posting Discord links that are hateful or disrespectful to people or anything like that. Like, I don't want to be tied to anything like that. Other than that, yeah, as long as it's a nice FanGan Discord link, I'd appreciate it. I think that would be cool. Do you like my name? That Himiko simp named Tenko. I love that name. It's okay, Blaze. The weather decided. The weather decided. The router, all of that. The internet itself. It's okay. It just needed a fresh reboot. We're going to let everybody pour in again like last time. And hopefully we'll be able to do it. I won't have to reschedule, which is good because I wanted to do the stream today. That was my big goal for today, is to do this stream because I've been waiting all week to do this. These are events. These are weekly streams, okay? The weather ain't passing the vibe check. No, it's not. Lag is gone. Okay, I can show back up on screen again. Sweet! Hi, Blaze. It's been a while since I joined one of your FanGan streams, but I'm excited to see your reaction to Spare Time. It's one of my favorites. That's awesome. I really enjoy this this series too. We watched the prologue like a long time ago, and I was like, this one has a lot of potential, but I didn't know it had this much potential. Like, the creator of this went all out. Like, they definitely went over the top. I was not expecting anything like this. So the last, what was it, chapter 1 through 6 is what I watched, and I was amazed by the end of it. It was great. Will you do DRA 1 next Friday? Probably not. There was another I want to do SDRA 2 next Friday because I want to finish up Despair Time, catch up with it, and then I want to go back to SDRA 2 because it's been a while since I've done SDRA 2. What's the tattoo, Blaze? Oh, it's Alice from SMT 2. It doesn't look that great right now because it's bleeding and it's in this wrap, but when it's healed and stuff, I'll show you guys a little bit better. But yeah, how's it going, y'all? Welcome everybody that's pouring into the stream now. It's a pretty woman tattoo. Yes. I don't know if you guys like SMT or Persona, but I'm a huge fan of both series, just the Megaton universe in general. So Alice is one of my favorite Persona / demons, so I needed that. And I like the classic Kaneko art. I don't like the new Alice. The new Alice from Persona 5 looks a little weird. I like the old school SMT art. Shin Megami Tensei, the parent series to the Persona series. Exactly. Expect to sob at this execution. It's a tragic masterpiece. What? I'm so excited for your reaction. Thanks. I'm excited to be reacting. I think we're good. I think the internet is like, hey, Blaze, we were playing earlier. I think we're ready to go. I don't want to keep you guys waiting too long because I know this is like the third time since I've had to restart this stream. Sadly, but YouTube, I am ready. Hopefully you guys are ready. Let's do this again. Oh, man. Danganronpa Despair Time, Chapter 1, Episode 7. Let's get into it. I do have a prediction for the killer. I don't want to tell y'all, though, because when I tell people, when I tell the stream that, people want to spoil it. And I don't want to be spoiled. Okay? So no offense for you. No offense to you, okay? Everyone is still standing. Wait, whoa. Everyone is still standing around in the hallway.
Hello.
Hello.
Teruko.
Teruko, what's up? What happened? Lag time? I guess you're not dead. Uh-oh. Are you finished investigating? Not quite. I want to talk to you all to get an idea of what you were doing last night after dinner when Xander was murdered. That's not a problem, right?
Huh?
You want to ask us for our alibis, right? No, it's not a problem. Go ahead, I suppose. That's a good idea, Teruko. Not everyone is here in this hallway at this moment, but at the very least, you could try and gather information from those who are. Thanks for being my partner, Min. You're amazing. I'll start by giving you my alibi. The last time any of us saw Xander alive was shortly after dinner, which was at 6 p.m. The first person to discover the body did so at 8 p.m. Okay. I'll tell you what I was doing during that time frame. Last night I was cleaning the kitchen. That took up most of my time. You remember when you dropped that cake on the ground, right? You made quite the mess. I do remember that. But that was a few days ago, right? Why wait that long to clean up? Yeah, why didn't anybody clean that up? I may have been a procrastinator, but yeah, I'm like that too, man. Trust me. In any case, both Eden and Hyujin were also in the kitchen at the time, thus they can verify that I was there. Okay. Were you exclusively in the kitchen the entire time? No, I left a few times to get cleaning supplies from the laundry room. I see. That's all I need to know. Thank you. I don't like the laundry room. DRA1 taught me that. And thank you for all your help. I appreciate it. Hello, Rose. Do you want to know what I was doing last night? After dinner, I fell asleep in the cafeteria and took a nap. I don't know anything that happened. Why are you sweating, though? Rose! I see. Were you asleep the entire time between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m.? Maybe. I don't remember. That's not a solid alibi. Do you have anyone to back up your alibi? I don't know. Ask around. Maybe somebody else was there.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I had known a murder would have happened. I probably would have been more alert. Wait, what?
Of course.
All right. That's not helpful at all. You have no alibi. What I need from you is a picture of the original crime scene before anyone altered it during investigation. Yeah. Right. Because we had a couple of hours of extended investigation, I had enough time to make a drawing of the unaltered crime scene from my memory. It looked exactly like this. Ooh, she's helpful. I don't think anything has changed much other than the fact that your body was removed from the crime scene. Ugh. Seeing myself like this is a little off-putting to say the least. I was stabbed in the abdomen in the center aisle, so my body may have been moved. Speaking of that stab wound, I checked under my skirt. My abdomen was wrapped in bandages. Who wrapped me up? Doesn't that hurt? It does, but I turned out the pain after a while. I have a pretty high pain tolerance, so it's bearable. Maybe you're on a bunch of painkillers.
Anyway.
Back to this picture. Just as Min said, I was found holding the knife that Xander used to stab me. That's strange. Was it put in my hand to set me up? What's up, Shushiet? Thank you for letting me look at this. No problem. Rose is kind of sus. Rose is very sus. Hello, Teruko. Can you tell me what you were doing last night between 6 to 8 p.m.? What if it's the mom? It might be the mom. I guess. This all has been one long nightmare.
It'll be all right.
It'll be all right, sweetie. Keep it together for a while longer, okay? Okay, you're right. I'm glad that you're all right, though, Teruko. If nothing else, that cheers me up a little. Aww. Can you tell me your alibis? Huh? All right. After dinner, Jing and I cleaned up the cafeteria and the kitchen.
I see.
That's a good idea, Star. I will do that. I see.
I see.
Did you see any other people? Let me think. Levi and Jay came into the kitchen at 6:30 p.m. That was fast. To investigate, I think Rose, Arei, and Whit were in the cafeteria before Levi and Jay. Come in, I mean. Wait, whoa, 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 it's fast! Okay. Came in, I mean. They weren't there later. Except for Rose. I think she was there the whole time. Oh, Min was in the kitchen too. She was cleaning or something. Then Jing went to the cafeteria. Oh, but why are you talking so fast? That was when Levi and Jay entered the kitchen. They left afterwards. They left after 30 minutes, so that would be around 7 p.m., I think. Maybe. I'm not too sure. Okay, what? Perhaps that would have been more informative in chronological order, Eden, and slower? I'm so sorry. It's surprisingly hard to remember exactly everything that happened. You helped me out here.
Of course.
Of course. Eden and I cleaned up after the dinner. Min came in too at times to clean up some of the mess you ladies left from baking. Sorry. Levi and Jay said that they were looking around various locations for some clues relevant to our situation, such as an escape route. When they came into the kitchen, I decided to move to the cafeteria to give them space. I met with Arei and Rose in the cafeteria. Levi and Jay moved to the cafeteria later and then left with Arei. All right, I'll try and sort that out in my head. Thanks for telling me.
Issue.
I still have difficulty believing that one of us is really dead. Xander was still alive and talking with us only a day ago, and now we have to do this investigation? How terrible.
Hey!
Tell me, Teruko, how does it feel to almost be the first murder victim? Are you confronting your own fragile mortality right now? What the heck? Can you cut those questions out? We're dealing with a serious situation. I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you two were doing last night between 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.? After dinner, I convinced both Ace and Arturo to watch a horror movie with me in the movie screening room. Convinced? You strong-armed us both into coming with you. The movie ended a little bit before 8 p.m. Since the movie screening room is right across the hall from the computer lab, I was the first to discover the body. That's a little fishy. But okay. Well, that reminds me. I should look at the map since it's possible that the layout of rooms could be important. That's a good point. So the computer lab is directly across from the movie screening room. So you were close to the scene of the crime the whole time. Did you notice anything going on? You didn't hear anything or nothing? The doors of the movie screening room were closed and the movie was loud. Therefore, none of us noticed anything going on outside of the room the whole time. Okay. You might have been able to prevent this whole situation from happening had you been a little bit more attentive.
Sorry.
I know, I'm sorry. Xander's dead, and I feel as if I might be a little bit at fault. Moving on, you were the first to discover the body, right? What about Arturo and Ace? Who were with you? Well, I was with the first to join... find the body. Arturo was right after me. Someone had to go alert other people, but... I don't trust Veronika enough to leave her alone with the body.
Right.
And I don't trust Arturo either. Because of that, we both went together to get the others. Yeah, she would probably do weird things with the body, and that wouldn't be good. So they left the crime scene. Yes, we did, but I believe that it was a short enough amount of time that no one could have tampered with the crime scene. How do you know that, though? What about Ace? Wasn't he in the movie screening room with you? Who's better, Veronika or Jay? I like Veronika. He was asleep. Either that or he passed out from fear. Probably the latter. You left him alone? I don't believe that he did anything in that time. He was asleep after all.
By the way,
Arturo, were you the one to bandage my wound? Yes, that was me. Okay.
I'm not your doctor.
I'll have you know that I'm not helping you willingly. Everyone simply has this ridiculous idea that I should play doctor to everyone here. Despite the fact that my specialty is in cosmetic surgery, not emergency care. Oh well. I'm not as experienced with these sorts of procedures, but thankfully I ended up not having to perform a serious operation on you. True? While you did suffer a stab wound in the lower abdomen, the knife didn't cut any major organs or major blood vessels. No significant structures in your bodies were damaged, and you didn't even go into shock. Really? There was very little that I had to do for you. I suppose that you're simply very lucky. No surprise there. In any case, thank you for healing me. Lucky, huh?
I don't want your thanks.
Wait, what do you mean you don't want my thanks? As soon as we leave this wretched place, I wholly intend to charge you in full for the cost of this procedure. What? But I don't have money or insurance.
Just die.
That's not my problem. Dude, that is so doctor of you. What the heck? It's Teruko. I thought you were dead. I have been talking with other people here for several minutes already.
you're no fun.
Hello. You're so cold. Learn to take a joke. We're about to go to a trial to find out who killed Xander. Forgive me if I'm not in the best of moods right now. Give me your alibi from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. last night. Do you think you're some sort of detective going around and gathering evidence? Yes, that's me.
Stop.
Just tell me. Fine, geez. I was in the cafeteria most of the time. I was with Whit for a little while. We were playing this really fun game that I like to call See How Many Things You Can Stack on Rose Before She Wakes Up. I guess that's Rose's alibi right there. At some point, Whit left to go use the bathroom. There it is. It's Whit. Okay, we have found our killer. It is Whit. Damn it, Whit. What were you thinking? But then he never came back. Actually, I still haven't seen him since. What? He's still in the bathroom? Maybe he's taking a 12-hour-long shit. Or a crocodile came out of the pipes and ate him. Since you were in the cafeteria, did you see anyone else? He's still in the bathroom. Yeah, Rose was there the whole time, asleep like a weirdo. Why can't she sleep at nighttime like a normal person? Yung came in too, but she's so boring to talk to. All she does is nag me about getting along with others or something equally dumb. I left with Levi and Jay to watch them poke around the infirmary, but they didn't find anything interesting. At least Jay is fun to bother. She gets flustered so easily. It's almost cute. Whit, I swear, I know, right? Samugi vibes? Exactly. We need to check that bathroom. Okay, your alibi is all I need from you. Thanks for your cooperation. Huh? That's it? Don't I get some sort of compensation for helping you? No. What is this? This isn't Law and Order. Get out of here. At this point, bathroom is such a sus place, it should be censored. I know, right? Hello, David. Yes. Can you tell me your alibi from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. last night? Why is he so mean now all of a sudden? Wasn't he nice earlier? David?
Forgive me.
Part of my rudeness, but I'm really not in the mood to talk to others right now. Could you please leave me alone? What happened to him? Xander is dead. Yeah, we know. We're trying to figure out how he died. Who killed him? Are you upset because you were close to Xander?
Well...
If it makes you feel better. If Xander were here right now, I'm sure he'd say something along the lines of, don't give up or we have to power through this. Maybe thinking of Xander will encourage you.
Can you stop that?
Can you stop that?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Forgive my outbursts. You're good, dude. Don't worry. I suppose you won't leave me be until you've heard my alibi. After dinner last night, I went to the laundry room. I was there the whole time. That's all you need, right? So you were in the laundry room and that's it? That's what I'm supposed to get out of that? Okay. Did you see anyone else? You really need more details? I saw Min and Nico at some point. I get that Min was probably getting cleaning supplies, but what was Nico doing there? I don't know. He came in for a short moment and left as soon as he saw me. Oh, we got a donation. What up? Teruko, I don't want to keep pressing it, but I would really like to be left alone. Something's weird about him.
Yo, good night to you from Russia, Blaze.
Aww.
Hope you're enjoying watching.
Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate that. I'll look at your name in a second, but thank you. All right, I'll leave you be now. Why has he switched up? He was so nice. And I get it that he liked Xander or whatever, and he was really close to Xander. But why is he treating us like shit all of a sudden? Whit supremacy? So wait, hold up. You guys like Whit that much? Cleaning supplies. Yeah, I don't get that either. Have you finished talking to everyone here? No, Whit's not here. Yeah, I'll have to follow up with everyone else at the trial. I think I've gathered all the evidence I can.
Wait.
Wait, there's one important missing piece of evidence. 2 days ago at dinner, Mono TV announced that he would give us some sort of motive today to encourage us to kill. Yet we haven't heard word of this motive at all. Okay, I remember that.
Even so.
Regardless, the killer still must have had some sort of reason to kill Xander. Dude, Whit better have like a really good reason for not being around and being in the bathroom. Like, how big of a could you be taking? Literally. I don't think I've ever for that long. Have you guys? What's the longest poop you've ever taken? Let's all be honest. I think the longest I've probably taken is like 30 minutes to an hour. All right. If you're there for an hour plus, you're pretty sus. Xander certainly had an extraordinary personality. He was the kind of person to pick fights with all sorts of people. Whit took a diarrhea. If you're suggesting that someone killed Xander out of sheer anger or spite, I believe that to be unlikely. I doubt that anyone hated Xander enough to kill him for that reason. Dude had Taco Bell? Yo, get out! What you been eating, man? Exactly. What is happening to Whit? How did he get like that? Guys, let me see. Okay, let's see this next donation. Why is all of this stuff not working all of a sudden? The chat box, all of it's just broken. An hour or two? Laxatives involved? I guess. With laxatives, I guess you would be there forever, but I don't think I've ever used laxatives before. That's just me. I took a 1 to 2 hour poop once. Best moment of my life. Okay, that's deep. That's very deep. How to get that bad? That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Whit is the next Nekamaru. I'm dead. Why were you in the bathroom for 1 hour? That's kind of sus. Hey, it might have been sus that I was in the bathroom for 1 hour. You don't know what I was doing in there. It's true that he had a strong, aggressive personality and that he might not have been on good terms with everyone. Even when taking that in account, though, it seems far-fetched that anyone here would have killed Xander simply based on a personal grudge, myself included. Yourself included? You weren't on good terms with him? No, I wasn't. To be honest, that man infuriates me. With all his talk about how my talent is pointless. Education has nothing to do with my future. He has no sense at all. I understand to some extent where he's coming from, but he knows nothing of the life I live. Man, what happened to you? It's ridiculous for someone with the talent of rebel to try and force his perspective on me without considering my own point of view. Okay, wait, hold on, Min, chill. Even then, I could tell that he had the best intentions, misguised they may be. And I'm sure that everyone here could tell that he had a compassionate, if not slightly reckless heart. Okay. I'm sure he wanted something or nothing more than to help others. To kill someone like that because of a minor slight would be incomprehensible. I see. That's how you feel about him? That's how I've always felt about him. My opinion on Xander has not changed since I met him. I do not consider myself a person to have their emotions easily swayed, and I didn't think you were either. I mean, he stabbed me though. So for you to have reversed your attitude on him so quickly and completely, is it only because you feel betrayed, or is there some other reason? He stabbed me. He stabbed me. Does no one else get that? I got stabbed. Teruko, it's okay if you tell me. The truth is, Wait, what's the truth?
Listen up.
Somebody told Xander to do that, obviously. Whoa, I'm on TV. You are Mono TV. Everyone, please gather in front of the elevator. The class trial will begin shortly. Everyone who wasn't already here begins to filter in. Man, I guess this is really happening. Whit, where have you been, Whit? I love you. First of all, I love Whit. He's the most stylish one out of all of them. Where have you been? You couldn't be taking poops that long, bro. Those must have been some beautiful poops. This is messed up beyond belief. Someone is dead, and we have to find out which one of us is a killer. For real? For real? For real. I don't want to do this. Why are we gathering here of all places? Into the elevator, everyone. I'll take you down to the trial grounds. Oh, yeah. I fixed the elevator. Oh, now it's fixed. Okay, cool. Trial grounds.
Yep.
There's a special class trial room built for this purpose. You all will discuss your evidence and reach the conclusion of who killed Xander. Are you ready? Of course I'm not. But I don't have a choice, do I? Let's go. Whit Protection Squad? We all stood in tense silence as the elevator took us down. The only sounds I could hear were the rumbling of the elevator. Okay, I think the bathroom joke might not work in this fangan in particular because I think it's kind of a joke. And you know, creators know that. Finally, the elevator ground to a halt. So I'm automatically crossing Whit off the list. He's not sus. This is the trial room? This looks bad. This looks crazy. Indeed, you'll find that there's a place for all 16 of you. So take your places. Well, I suppose it's 15 now. At any rate, please stand in front of the podium that has your name on it. Rose has an alibi technically. Does Arei have one? We all made our way to our respective podiums as we prepared ourselves. My favorite song!
Ready? Let us begin the class trial to identify the Blacken that killed Xander Matthews, the ultimate rebel.
Look at this.
Blacken is one of you. Sow those seeds of distrust and fight amongst one another to reach the truth.
I'm excited.
It'll be an exciting battle. A thrilling show of hope and despair.
That art's so good.
Welcome to the class trial.
Boom, 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 boom. Is it a fully voiced class trial, ladies and gentlemen? Probably not. Hope you all like that hype sequence. The class trial is going to be a lot of fun. Woohoo! But before we get started on that, HR requires that I read out some rules and regulations. During this class trial, you must discuss the evidence amongst ourselves. Oh, wait, hold up. I want to look at the sprites. They look cool. They look really cool. Yourselves and reach a conclusion of who the blackened killer is. If you vote for the correct blackened, then only they will be punished, of course. But if you vote for the wrong person, then everyone besides the blackened will be punished, and that person alone will be allowed to leave the show. Capiche? Capiche. It's not fully voiced.
Yo.
I'm sad. Say, what's the deal with that portrait of Xander? Oh, those. Here at Danganronpa Despair Time, we make sure to include everyone in all our activities, even the dead.
Isn't it?
It'd be a real shame if we left Xander out of future trials and motives just because he's dead. True. I do realize that now that since we entered this trial room without having at least one person die, maybe we should have only built 15 podiums instead of 16. True. But then again, it's way easier to divide a circle into 16 parts than in 15 parts. Maybe that's why they do that. Thank goodness a host speed class is 16 students. If there were 23 of you or something, then I have a real math problem on my hands.
That's horrible.
How cruel. You're making fun of the deceased? I wish that none of this is happening right now. Aww.
How troubling.
It's so difficult to believe that one of us is truly dead, and someone as energetic and spirited as Xander, no less. I'm sure our current situation could benefit from his energy.
Damn it.
Xander might have been annoying as hell, but he didn't deserve to die like this. I agree, Jay. I swear, Xander, for your sake, I'll make your killer pay. Brave Danganronpa Coward's Paradise is here? What up? Gitaro's here. Okay, that's enough reminiscing about the dead. We're already on air. Go get started. But where do we even start? Let's all get this over with and vote right now who we think the killer is. A majority vote will probably end up being correct, right? No, don't do that. That would be a bad idea. The purpose of this trial is so that we lay out all the facts and evidence in order to figure out the identity of the blackened for certain. What's up, Git? How you been? Recall that the Whoa! Recall that the consequence here for failure is death. Holy I don't want to die. Even though my life sucks, dying would suck harder. In any case, let's start with the basic facts of the murder. The victim of this case is Xander Matthews, the ultimate rebel. His body was discovered in the computer lab at 8 p.m.
The evidence.
He was murdered sometime between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. The cause of death was a single stab to the throat, inflicted by a kitchen knife. Teruko Tawaki's body was also discovered at the crime scene. She suffered a single stab wound in the abdomen. She survived and is present at the trial right now. I'm right here. Hi, that's me, but girl version. As for the motive of murder, I'm not sure. Mono TV had promised to release a motive for everyone today, but I haven't seen it yet. Well, we don't need it now. Hi, Kiki, what's up? Which aspect of the murder shall we discuss first? I think it would be ideal if we first establish the sequence of events leading up to Xander's murder. Watch them all accuse Teruko? Yeah, it's gonna happen, you know. Right, it all started when Mrs. and Mrs. and Mr. Matthews decided to get together and hold on, wait, no, let's not do that. Not that far back. I think that only the last few hours of his life are relevant right now. We were together at dinner. I mean, everyone including me and him were. We were together at dinner. That's the last time I saw him. The dinner ended and we all went our separate ways. Where did Xander go after that? He went straight to the computer lab. You're awfully suspicious. How do you know that? Earlier at lunch, Xander had asked me to meet him in the computer lab, claiming that he wanted to tell me about some plan he had to confront the mastermind. Apparently, I'm the mastermind. We both met up there after dinner, where he tried to murder me instead by stabbing me with a kitchen knife. Wait, really?
I find that hard to believe.
Xander tried to kill you? I find that hard to believe. No, boy, David. He did. Did the blood loss get to your head? What are you talking about? How else was I stabbed then, y'all? Come on. Of all the stories you could have cooked up, Teruko, that one might be the least believable. Huh? What do y'all mean? Come on! I've watched your SDRE2 and DRA streams, and I'm happy to finally join one finally. Hey, what's up, Novastar? Welcome. Why don't we vote already? I don't see much point in dragging on this class trial when we already agree on who the killer is. Wait, it's not Teruko. I'm sorry, you must have lost me. What are you talking about?
Stupid bitch.
Playing dumb? You're a stupid. Obviously, you killed Xander. We all know that by now. What are you talking about? What?
I killed Xander?
No! You didn't. Next episode, That's wild. Like, literally, it went from 0 to 100 so fast. But that always tends to happen in Danganronpa too, though. But Aoyaki, what's up? Welcome. Now we're on episode 8, y'all. I'm excited. Just want to say that the killer really made an amazing plan. Not gonna lie. Really? I'm curious. I need to see this. Why is it in 144p? Let's not do that. I killed Xander?
Don't play dumb. Huh? Don't play dumb.
Yeah, don't play dumb.
Huh?
Aren't you all jumping to conclusions too fast? We've barely discussed this case.
I'm sorry, but...
We have all talked while you were unconscious, and we came to the conclusion that you are most likely Xander's murderer. Wait, what? How did you come to that conclusion? It's a good thing we did too. Exactly how long were you going to needlessly drag out this trial? Hey, hang on, you've got it all wrong. How am I Xander's killer?
Idiot.
Seriously? You're at the scene of the crime with a murder weapon in your hand. How much more obvious can you get? Not to mention, you admitted moments ago to meet up with Xander privately at the computer lab where his body was found. You were the last person with him. Dang. That doesn't make me his killer. Xander was the one who asked me to meet him in the computer lab. Do you have any evidence to back up that claim? Any witnesses to Xander saying that? Man, you're supposed to be on my team. I don't. But still, you have to believe me. Xander's the one who brought up the knife and attacked me with it. That knife was taken from the kitchen, so he could have accessed it at any time. That means little. If anyone could have taken the kitchen knife, then it just as easily could have been you. Wait, what? Knowing the fact that you have no proof to back up any of your statements so far? Even if Xander was the one to strike first, couldn't the two of you have gotten into a fight that killed him? Oh no. For example, he could have threatened you, so you pulled out your own weapon in self-defense and fought him, winning in the end, resulting in the two of you suffering stab wounds. After he stabbed me, I felt unconscious. I don't know what happened afterwards, and I definitely didn't kill him.
Crap.
Don't bother lying. You think you could trick us easily? I mean, think about the crime scene. It's obvious that there was a fight between the two of you. That makes you the killer.
Wait!
Seriously? Everyone, you've got it all wrong. I swear I'm not the killer. Can you explain why you had the murder weapon when your bodies were discovered? I'm not too sure. Maybe the killer is trying to frame me. I'm not too sure at this point in time, but please, everyone, believe me. Can she be alive? I believe you, Teruko. Eden. Yeah, well, I don't. Alright, come on. Let's return to the original topic, which was establishing a sequence of events. That should clear up any confusion. Everyone was together at dinner. Teruko and Xander were there too. If Teruko's story is to be believed, both Teruko and Xander met in the computer lab after dinner. Either Teruko or Xander brought a knife from the kitchen and also made the first move, attacking the other party. I suppose it doesn't matter who acted first in the end, although I can't say that I'm not curious. It's most probable that Teruko attacked first, but it's not out of the question for Xander to have made the first move with the murder weapon switching hands between the two of them during the fight. That could have happened. Whoever attacked first, the result is a fight between the two of them that ended up in Xander's death and Teruko's falling unconscious. Eden actually helped us, which is great. Xander suffered a stab wound in the throat that killed him, while Teruko received a stab wound in the lower abdomen and fell unconscious. Then Arturo and I discovered the body at 8 p.m. We all know what happened after that. That story doesn't explain all the evidence at the crime scene. What about the strange DVD or the water on the ground? Yeah, what was the water? Does that even matter? Maybe someone was watching some videos and there was a water leak. Big whoop. Stop grasping at straws. Wait, that makes no sense. What do you mean? Hang on, wait a second. You're making a huge mistake.
I didn't kill Xander!
Right. Let's vote already and put this trial behind us. Seconded. This case is too obvious. All the evidence points to her. Voting time already? Wow. That was fast. That was really fast. Stop. Please wait for a moment. You're all wrong. I didn't kill Xander. Arei is very suspicious right now, by the way. Everyone, wait just a minute. Shouldn't we hear her out? I'm truly sorry, Teruko. I know that you're upset for having been caught, but we have to do this. If we don't vote for who the blackened is, we all die. Arei is awesome. Arei isn't even as bad as Kokichi.
All die? That's why you're voting for me? You're doing this because you don't want to die? Seriously?
Is this what? Is this a Nagito moment? Like, hello?
All right, fine. Go ahead and vote for me. If you want to end your life that badly, go ahead.
Yo!
Teruko,
Wait!
what's wrong?
Wait!
Have you completely lost it?
I think the stress of this situation is getting to her.
Wait, hold on! Hey!
I suppose
Teruko,
that it's
come
my
back!
fault for not anticipating this. Xander pretended to be my friend, and then betrayed me to try and end my life. You all are the same. Without thinking about it, without any concern for my life, you want to call me Xander's killer?
Go
I
off,
got my
girl.
hopes
Go
up thinking
off.
we could all work together. But then again, I'm always making that same mistake.
What the hell?
Over and over and over. I'm a fool for trusting anyone. I'm such an idiot, it makes me laugh.
She's talking to
Why
herself?
did I ever think I could be friends with you all here? Why did I think everything could be normal? I shouldn't have ever put my trust in anyone at all.
Teruko, please calm down.
Putting me in this situation, you leave me no choice. I'll
See?
have to prove my innocence with evidence. I'll show you all why I'm not the killer.
Do it. Go off. Teruko, go off. I must say, your apparent lapse in sanity is concerning at best. It doesn't do much to help your case. It would benefit you to work on your charisma.
Do you have any proof?
Regardless, how exactly do you plan to prove to us that you aren't the killer?
Stupid.
You don't even have any ideas, do you? No, but...
But I do.
Oh, he does! Whit, the bathroom boy. What? I've got some important evidence that'll put this trial at rest.
Irritating.
You of all people, bearing important evidence, I have to laugh.
So, the thing is,
I know that I was doing other stuff during the investigation, and I also only looked at the crime scene for a total of like 30 seconds, but I can make that all up right now.
Seriously?
You admitted yourself that you didn't investigate at all. How could you possibly have anything useful to tell us?
out.
You guys all remember that each of us has custom weapons left in our bedrooms, right?
Check it
I have a what? I have a record of who has what weapon exactly. Wait,
You guys should pause and read this carefully, because it's probably going to be useful.
what? Okay, let me pause. Oh my God, cursive. Why? Veronika has the horror collection. Alexander has the pistol. Julia has the universal remote. David has the megaphone. Rose has turpentine. Why? Whit has stationary. Arturo has a scalpel. Levi has brass knuckles. Eden has a wrench. Min has a pen. Arei has a rope. Ace has writing. Writing what? Nico has laser pointer. Who has wire? Where's Alexander had a pistol? Why does Teruko have the hunting knife? That's not good. That doesn't look good for her at all. Riding crop. What is a riding crop? The pretty boy and the doctor reminded me, oh my God, they literally reminded me of Marielle's two older brothers. That's very funny. Riding crop? What's a riding crop, y'all? She probably decided to call herself Jay because she doesn't like her old name because it's girly. True. Whit has messy cursive. Why, bro? This is actually legible, though. I can read this. Some people's cursive is really bad. Arei should have had a shot put ball. Charles has poison. I don't know. I'm not a jockey. Oh, it's the small. Oh, it's the small whip that jockeys use. Okay. Okay, I've seen that then. I didn't know that's what they call it, though. I mean, that's not really like a sport here. Well, I guess it is in America. I guess I'm not into it.
Seriously?
Wow.
Horse racing isn't my cup of tea.
Wow.
Wow, Whit, I guess you're good for something after all.
Seriously?
And you didn't bring this up earlier? How irresponsible are you? You all sure have weird ways of phrasing, thank you, but I appreciate it nonetheless.
Thank you.
I'm grateful for this, Whit. I'm sure this evidence will be greatly helpful to the trial. How did you get your hands on something like that? Let's say I've got it from a friend. I have to be honest though, some of these so-called weapons are really weird. In what world does a laser pointer count as a weapon or a collection of horror movies or a megaphone? A megaphone? Hold on there. A megaphone can be a weapon, all right? Have you not played Ultra Despair, girls? Kamaru, come on! The megaphone? Megaphones can kill. Those movies are a devastating psychological weapon. If you saw them, you would know. I almost died watching them. No, you only passed out because you were scared. You were not in danger at any point. Oh, don't worry, y'all. The lag's not going to be that bad. Maybe in a fantasy world, you could use the megaphone to shoot robot bears. Yes! She knows what I'm talking about. I love her. It was just quick lag, y'all. It wasn't bad. What are you talking about? Okay, let's all stay on topic, please.
How interesting.
That's interesting. Teruko, your weapon is a knife, and the murder weapon is also a knife. Don't you think that's too much of a coincidence to be ignored? Are you serious? The murder weapon was clearly a knife taken from the kitchen. I am well aware, but have you heard of the concept of priming? It's a psychological phenomenon in which exposure to one stimulus influences how someone will react to later related stimuli. I love that UDG reference, you know? Hey, I needed that. In other words, I'm saying that the fact that your custom weapon was a knife influenced you to pick a kitchen knife as your murder weapon. Okay. How is that evidence? That's nothing more than speculation on your part.
Years.
So what? That still makes you suspicious. Not to mention you still have absolutely no evidence to back up any of your made-up stories. Veronika's right. You probably took a kitchen knife to look less suspicious. I do have evidence to support my point. If we continue discussing this, you'll see that I'm telling the truth. It's non-stop debate time. I like how it actually has tutorial stuff. Oh, I could use the pause and play button. Okay, yeah. Yeah, hey, that's kind of cool, actually. Hold on. You can also make the sound louder or quieter with the volume controls. Very true, very true. Very true. That's cool. Finally, if the movie text is too hard to read, please turn on captions for a transcript of this. Really? Maybe I should turn on captions. That's a good point. Does that really single out Teruko? Veronika, you know it's possible that your exposure to knives primed you to choose a knife as your murder weapon of choice. I'm sure it's just a coincidence. No, but it's definitely making Teruko questions. Are you all ignoring the fact that Teruko's knife and the murder weapon are completely different knives? Those custom weapons have nothing to do with this case. Psych, what about the gun?
I'm telling the truth.
I'm telling the truth! Perjury!
I disagree.
No, it would be wrong to say that those custom weapons have nothing to do with this case. It's true that I didn't use that hunting knife that was given to me. I'm sure your guys' investigation can confirm that I didn't bring it to the crime scene. Rather, I left it in my room this whole time. But Xander did have that gun on his person. That's true, I suppose.
What's your point?
What's your point? That doesn't mean anything. If I was trying to kill Xander like you all claimed, why didn't he fire his gun? Good point. He should have if he wanted to win a fight. Exactly. Wouldn't drawing and firing his gun give him a massive advantage in a fight? In addition, the sound of the gunshot would have alerted people to his location, where they could help him out. However, his gun is fully loaded and not a single bullet is fired.
I'll prove you wrong.
That's because he didn't want to alert people to the confrontation. Doesn't that imply that he was trying to murder me? What a liar, but okay. If he was the assailant, not the victim, then he definitely wouldn't want to draw other people's attention. At least he'd get caught. That's a lie, of course. I'm not the only one here who knows that Xander's gun is non-functional and he would have never been able to fire it. That does make sense, I suppose. Shh, it's a model gun. It's not a real gun. And I was thinking that too. I was like, hold on.
I find that hard to believe.
I have trouble believing that Xander would be the kind of person to commit murder. You have to believe it. You've got no other choice if you want to solve this case.
Even so.
Still, that doesn't absolve you of your guilt. Even if Xander attacked you first, he still ended up the victim, no? You still could have been the one to kill him. That's true. That's actually a good point. If anything, that merely provides evidence for your murder. He attacked you, and you acted in self-defense and killed him.
You're wrong.
That's not true. Is this really the hill you all want to die on? Convincing yourselves that I'm the killer no matter what I say? What sort of a defense is that? Are you trying to guilt everyone? Because it's totally not working. Do you have any real proof of your innocence? Yes, this time I do. And I'm not gonna lie this time. I don't. Oh wait, I am gonna lie this time. I suppose I'll have to take a random guess and hope that I can use that evidence. Okay, using the luck in a class trial? What? That's kind of wild. Blood. What? Blood stains on knife? How about the blood stains on the knife? Take a look at that. I like that. I like that. That's cool. Looking at blood stains makes me feel sick. Is there something special about those blood stains?
Let's see.
Yes, there is. That's cool. I like that. Look, the blade and part of the handle is splattered in my blood, right? But the upper part of the handle is dry because someone's hand was holding it there. That makes this talent 10 times better, okay? Because when you play Danganronpa and you're playing as Makoto Naagi, the ultimate lucky student, it doesn't show up in the class trials, right? It only shows up outside of the class trials. But having a character that has that same talent and they use it to their advantage in the trial, that's pretty freaking dope. BS your way through a trial. Like, why not? Rose, do you have your drawing of the crime scene? Yes, I do.
Seriously?
Are we really going to base our conclusions on a drawing?
I have a photographic
In case you have
memory.
any doubts, I can guarantee that this image is 100% accurate. My memory and my drawing skills are perfect. You could tell me if I missed out on any detail or fabricated any evidence, but you won't. Besides, for the majority of you here who witnessed this scene in person, this drawing is meant to only serve as a reminder of the evidence. Do you really think I'd try and fabricate a record of something that I... Wait. Because that 13 of you have already seen? Right? This image is mostly for my own benefit because I could not have seen the original crime scene. Anyway, look at both of my hands. Neither of them are stained with blood. However, the back of Xander's right hand is. I do remember that being the case when we found Teruko's body. Wouldn't that suggest that Xander stabbed me with his knife and had his hand stained with my blood? If I had stabbed Xander in the throat, the blood spray should have at least touched my hand. True? Xander's the one who handled the knife, not me. Facts! That doesn't prove anything. You could have washed your hands or you could have used a different weapon. That's true, but since we're on the topic of bloodstains, if you continue down this line of thinking, you'll see that I couldn't have been the murderer. Which, she would drip blood all the way to the bathroom. That wouldn't work. Rose is gender Ben Blaze. Why does everyone keep saying that? Examining the patterns of blood in other parts of the crime scene may yield some interesting information. We've got to be more specific than that. There was blood everywhere. What about the blood spilled on the ground? Since the bloodstains on the ground were washed off by the water, there's nothing that we can gain from those. No, you're wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, let's go. I was waiting for her to say that. I wish Lucarii was here. I love her. There's a lot of information to be gleaned from the fact that there are traces of a blood stain on the ground. That blood was split and had time to dry before water was splashed on top of it, which explains why those bloodstains did not dissolve in the water.
It seems that...
Because they are partially wiped away in spite of that, it makes sense to infer that they were intentionally removed by someone, rather than simply washing away in the water on its own. I don't get this at all. Where are you going with this? That spot between the two aisles is where I was intentionally stabbed by Xander, and those bloodstains are proof. Because my body was discovered in a different position, that implies that someone else moved my body while I was unconscious.
No chance.
Your story is still flawed. Regardless of whether or not Xander was trying to kill you, you still have somehow disarmed him and struck first.
You're wrong.
If Xander stabbed me after I attacked first, then you're telling me that a man with a severe and fatal throat injury somehow had the strength to take the knife out of his throat or from my hands and use it to attack me? True. As a bisexual, Xander, Whit, Jay, and Teruko love those hearts, right? It's not possible.
It's
a wound like
possible
that
that-
would have caused Xander to lose consciousness instantly, if not outright die.
It's possible that...
It's possible that those bloodstains are Xander's, not yours, David. I'm not a person capable of moving Xander's. Yeah, he's a 170-pound body and scrubbing away bloodstains while I have a stab wound in my abdomen. I keep thinking that's an I instead of a 1 because it's spaced from the 70. Unless you're suggesting I did all that first and then stabbed myself afterwards for fun. Even if I did that, which one of us would have cleaned up my blood? Can you stop being so incredulous for a moment and listen to what I have to say first? There's no need to be so vitriolic. We're all doing our best to solve this murder. Even if you couldn't have attacked first, then it's still possible that you were stabbed by Xander first and then crawled away yourself. So far, there's been one character that's been pretty quiet. In that case, Xander's the one to have erased those bloodstains. No, wrong. Say Xander stabbed me, yet I remained conscious and attempted to crawl away. There's no way Xander wouldn't have noticed my movements and subsequently put an end to my life. For good.
Even so.
Even if Xander was intending to clean up those bloodstains, he would have been distracted by the more pressing matter of his murder victim escaping. True. Hey, Violet, thank you for the $2. Hi, Blaze, do you want to be my voice actor for my show? Yeah, of course. I'd be down. However, I'm standing right in front of you all. Clearly, that did not happen. Therefore, I was unconscious the entire time and did not move myself because Xander's dead in spite of that. Means that someone else must have killed him. That someone else is not Teruko. Even so, it's still possible that Xander attacked and injured you first and you killed him afterwards. Seriously, I already said I couldn't have done the cleanup with a stab. But because I evidently didn't reach you the first time, let me take the time to dismantle your argument in another way. Xander stabbed me first and I sustained an injury significant enough to render me unconscious for many hours, yet I was somehow able to overpower Xander and kill him in spite of that. Is that what you're saying?
That seems...
It's more difficult than one would expect to stab someone directly in the throat. She's really good at trials. Human reflexes are naturally poised to defend a vital area such as the throat, and even against someone with a knife. People under stress still have their ways of defending themselves. True. That's for people of average strength. Don't forget that Xander was one of the stronger among us. He was super strong. You guys saw that? When you factor in how Teruko was already suffering from a stab wound and that Xander was already on guard as a result of attempting to kill Teruko. Doesn't seem likely at all that Teruko could have attacked him back in that manner. Besides, none of you have yet addressed who could have cleaned up the bloodstains. Your arguments had no water if you cannot accept that someone other than Xander and me was involved in this case. And before someone objects with the idea that we stabbed each other at the same time, which couldn't have happened, I'd be interested in hearing what that second murder weapon was, seeing that you all surely had several hours to investigate the crime scene thoroughly. Among Us? Why do you guys keep saying Among Us? Alternatively, you can think of a way that either Xander or I could have hidden the weapon elsewhere while suffering from an open stab wound, and then have returned to the crime scene to die or pass out.
Listen to me.
I brought up the evidence of those erased bloodstains for a good reason, as there's only 3 possibilities for who could have cleaned the bloodstain. 1, I removed them. 2, Xander removed them. 3, someone else removed them. I already proved why it could not have been either Xander nor me, therefore that leaves only the third option, which is the involvement of a third party. Thank you. But Among Us, this game is not inspired by Among Us. Why is everybody saying Among Us? Among Us, more Among Us memes, they never die. Why is Among Us a thing? Like, why is it a meme for Danganronpa? But that still doesn't definitely disprove the possibility that you killed Xander, right? A main Gus.
Even so.
Nonetheless, the fact remains that some outside influence had a heavy involvement in the murder. Without knowing who this third party is, you cannot claim to know enough about this murder case in order to conclude that I am the murderer. How long do you all want to do this? Bring up hypotheticals of how I might have murdered Xander one after another for me to poke holes in. Stop screwing around and come to your senses already. I'm not the killer. Because Levi said it. I believe in your innocence, Teruko. Why is Eden the only one that's smart here? When you line up the facts like that, it does sound kind of right. Then we've been wasting our efforts on the wrong person all this time, damn it. And I was going to make the wrong vote and get myself killed.
So...
Then Teruko's not the killer? Sorry, Teruko, but I still have my doubts. I also am unconvinced. There's still too much suspicion surrounding you, unfortunately. No matter how much you beg, I'm still gonna vote for you.
Hold it right there.
Whoa, Mono TV's jumping in? It seems to me like you all have split opinions. Uh-oh. And when I say you all, I mean that I listened to exactly 6 of you talk and then extrapolated those opinions to everyone else.
Yay!
You all know what that calls for. That's right. Get ready for a scroll debate. My, we're doing this quite early in the trial, aren't we? I was thinking that. No matter. Staff worked overtime to get all those sexy side angle views of y'all. So without further ado, let's begin.
fuck?
Does anyone understand what the freak Model TV is saying at all? It's time. Hey. Is Teruko the culprit? We're about to find out. Teruko's body was at the crime scene of the crime. Her body was there because Xander had invited her there. Then he tried to kill her. Bro, this looks clean. Are you saying that Xander is a killer? I find that difficult to believe.
Whit!
Believe it or not, Starboy, you've only known Xander for a few days, so you can't guarantee that what he did was out of the ordinary. True? The murder weapon was in Teruko's hands. Therefore, she must have been the killer.
Gross.
Wrong. The blood stains on the ground and on Xander's hands tell a different story. Perhaps that knife was simply a decoy and the real murder weapon was hidden somewhere else. These side angles are pretty clean. Are you fucking stupid? When and where could Teruko have hidden it, dumbass? Isn't it possible that Teruko and Xander got into a fight?
Eden!
We've already proved why a fight couldn't have occurred. Maybe Teruko snuck up behind the dude and gave him a stab in the neck.
Arturo!
Maybe not. That stab wound killed Xander near instantly. How could he have fought back? Then who could have moved the bodies and altered the crime scene?
My turn.
It was a third party who altered the crime scene. That third party is our culprit. Let's go! Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him!
This is
I'm
my
obsessed! I love that part. Violet, thank you for the $1.
Listen to me.
I'm not the culprit, all right? I'm tired of having an argument that I already know the answer to. I know Min did that. Regardless of whether or not you have your suspicions, you need to accept that there's a likely possibility of my innocence. Quite frankly, I don't care if you all vote incorrectly and die, but I'm doing this to save my own skin. If you have any self-preservation at all, then you'll start listening to me. Hey, the music, hold on. Keep ignoring facts and you'll be just as dead as Xander soon. This is a life and death trial, or did you all forget? Teruko's right. We have to listen to her side. What's gotten into you, Teruko? There's no need to be so aggressive.
Stop complaining.
Forgive me for not playing nice when everyone here is calling for my execution. I can't exactly act graciously after all I've been through. In that case, if Teruko's not the killer, then who is it? Regardless of the angle that you view the case in, there's no doubt that some third party was involved. That third party who moved Teruko's body and altered parts of the crime scene is our most likely culprit. And even if they are not, it is still worth our time to clear up any mystery surrounding. What's the best way of finding that third party? How about we review our alibis? That may offer clues as to who could have been at the scene of the crime. Bro, there's one character that's not talking, but I can't remember his name. I was investigating around with Levi. We hit up the storage room, the kitchen, the cafeteria, and then the infirmary in that order. I came back up that statement. We were together, or I can back up that statement. We were together, but did not see anything suspicious. I was in the cafeteria and then I left and I wandered around for a bit. Then some stuff happened. I did some other stuff. What exactly is stuff? That's not detailed at all. You're only making yourself look more suspicious. I thought he pooped. After dinner, I went straight to my room. I like being alone.
Really?
Really? David, didn't you say you saw Nico come into the laundry room with you? Huh? Indeed. You came in for a few seconds while I was doing my laundry and then left immediately. Nico, can you explain what you were doing?
You can do it.
There's no need to be nervous. Explain it in simple terms, all right? Your testimony will help us solve this mystery.
Well...
It isn't totally true what I said earlier. I wasn't in my room all the time. The motive was on my mind, so I was nervous. I tend to pace around when I'm nervous. That's not a problem,
just a
right?
load of crap.
Seriously, you were just wandering around all alone? You're definitely the killer. No, that doesn't make me the killer because...
Shut up!
You don't have an alibi. Shut up!
Stop that!
Hey, just let him speak. Because of what, Nico? I'm not the only person missing a solid alibi. Charles, that's it. That's it. Charles and Whit don't have an alibi. David says that he has an alibi, but he was actually alone for most of the evening with no other witnesses.
So...
Charles is the one that hasn't said shit. He's right there with his back turned. The mean dude. Yeah, he's mean. Why haven't you talked? And why aren't you facing us? Eden and Min were also left alone for some time. They could be the killers too. He's had so much to say until now. Teruko still has the most suspicious alibi of all. You can't ignore that just because he disproved a few things. If you want to use alibis as evidence, then don't be dumb. It's not enough to say that I'm the killer because I'm not.
Are you sure about
Don't
that?
you blame on the rest of us simply because you're the most suspicious. I'm not blaming you, but I'm not the killer, so don't attack me. All right, I don't think this argument is the most productive use of our time. I love Nico. Nico's so cute. We should be working together to find the culprit, not fighting among ourselves. Among ourselves, among us, you know. Yeah, how can we work together knowing that one of us is the killer? That's not the right attitude to have. Can any of you prove for certain that you were not at the scene of the crime? You were there, right, Teruko? Do you remember seeing any of us?
Idiot.
She had a stab wound and was unconscious. What do you think the answer is going to be, you idiot? Exactly. Did you have any prophetic dreams about any of us while you were under?
Of course.
Okay, this isn't going anywhere.
Why am I putting up with you?
There's still plenty of unexamined evidence within the crime scene, you know. You can return to the alibis later, because if I keep listening to you all squabble, I'll have a headache. Thank you again, Violet. Thanks for the $2. You're amazing.
Beneath me.
He said beneath me. Oh, yeah? What better idea do you have,
Beneath
smart
me.
stuff? I'm not going to engage with your taunts, because you're not even worth looking at when I talk to someone as unrefined as you. It's beneath me. Must I really remind you peasants of the DVD in the computer lab? That's clearly an important piece of evidence, yet you all overlook it in favor of having your petty, annoying little spats. Are you talking about this?
I'm not quite sure.
I'm not too sure what that is either. It was a DVD placed upside down in one of the readers. Because we were unable to play it during our investigation, we don't know what's on the DVD, but it's labeled the letters and numbers 3MOC. The hell does that mean? You guys don't like Mikan? Okay. Type 1 if you like Mikan, type 2 if you don't. I want to see if people actually like Mikan. I actually did a poll. So I want to see it live if people like Mikan or not. There's a lot of ones. A lot of ones. A ton of ones. Holy crap. People are typing 4 and 3. There's barely any 2. Oh, wait. Well, that was the same person that typed 2 a ton of times. Damn. There's a lot of ones, though. So y'all really like Mikan that much? Okay.
Ooh.
I like Mikan. Ooh, a cipher? How interesting. Maybe it's hexadecimal. Perhaps it translates into the name of the killer, maybe the name of the mastermind, or maybe there's so many people in here. I'm seeing more 2s now. No, M is not a letter. In hexadecimal. Try again.
It seems that...
While I was examining the DVD, I accidentally erased some of the characters. It seems like the marker comes off easily. Holy crap, that chat is moving so fast. I love you guys. Therefore, I think that there was actually a full label written on the DVD, but at some point, the majority of the characters were wiped off, leaving only these 4 letters and digits. We should find out what the missing letters are.
Perhaps.
11037. Perhaps it should be... Perhaps it could be 3 million degrees Celsius. Yes. Wait, never mind. That makes no sense. She goes to sleep.
What the fuck?
The hell? Why are you asleep?
This is no time for sleeping.
Rose, please wake up. This is no time for you to be sleeping.
Huh? What's going on?
What did I miss? We're trying to ascertain the full message on this DVD because it might be relevant to the case. Perhaps you can help us out? What's so difficult about it? You can't tell what the letters? C...
What do you mean?
Wait, whoa. That looks like cum. CCUMO.
What do you mean?
What are you talking about? Doesn't it read 3MOC? Rotate the disc 90 degrees clockwise. Wait, no, I meant counterclockwise. Sorry.
Look
Wait,
at
what?
this.
See, it definitely reads... Wait, what is going on? CCUMO.
Whoa.
Shit, you're right. We might have been looking at it from the wrong angle.
Boring.
Wow, what's this overdone plot twist? Someone tell the screenwriters to think of some new gimmick.
Whoops.
Wait, I'm the screenwriter. Yeah, the message is obvious, right? It clearly has to do with that person. I don't know why you guys are having so much trouble with this. Is she just super smart and we're missing out on that? I don't get it. What's she talking about? It's not obvious to me at all.
I understand.
Rose said the message had to do with a certain someone. In that case, it's obvious to me as well. There's one person in particular that this DVD originates from. One particularly suspicious person in here. CC. Is it Homeboy? Is it Charles? Is it him? Why would it be? Why him?
It must be you.
Is there something I'm missing? Charles, you've been suspiciously quiet this entire time. I know he's been suspicious about that. Oh. So tell me, the full message on this disc is Charles save us motive, isn't it? Oh, I feel stupid. I feel stupid. Charles? No, he can't be the killer. He's not going to be the killer, though. It's not going to be him. He's been quiet. He might be related to this case in some way, but I don't think he's going to be the killer. He's innocent for sure. Charles, you've been suspiciously quiet this entire time. It's not like you to stay totally silent at a time like this. We're on the next episode. I'm excited. Let's see what he does. A motive? How curious.
I'm curious.
Xander's murder occurred before MonoTV said it would have released the motive. Furthermore, why has only Charles received this and none of the rest of us? I don't think it's Charles. I don't either. I think he might have saw it and is scared to say who it is. Maybe true. I don't know why. That's why I'm asking Charles. Furthermore, those blue scraps found at the crime scene came from your gloves, right? They had a bit of a rubbery texture to them.
Perhaps.
Arturo also wears blue gloves, does he not?
I would never.
I suggest you try using your eyes for once. The shade of blue isn't quite the same between the different brands of gloves that we use. Besides, I have an airtight alibi anyways. Ooh! Snapping! Snap! I'm definitely sure that neither those blue scraps of gloves nor any DVD were there when I had arrived at the computer lab with Xander. Therefore, you must have been at the scene of the crime sometime after I had been stabbed. What were you doing there? That's a good point. Let's talk about burritos instead. Answer me, Charles. Were you at the crime scene? Yes or no? We're not playing with you. Yes, but...
No.
Huh? You're sweating awfully profusely. Sir? Sir. I don't know. Please leave me alone. Sir!
Huh?
We need your alibi.
What's going on?
Charles, is something the matter with you? He's about to turn into the Incredible Hulk or something. What is happening? Answer me. What's this music? Hey, hold on. I suppose since you were unconscious at the time, no one explained to you about Charles. What do you mean? I don't understand. Why is Charles acting strangely?
How troubling.
I don't know. Ever since Xander's body was discovered, he's been acting this way. It seems that he suffered some sort of breakdown and he hasn't recovered or said anything coherent since. What the heck? Does he not like blood? Really, that's unexpected. Of all people, I didn't take Charles as the kind of person to lose his cool like that.
Pussy!
Whoa! Hey, Arei! Can we chill? Wait, hold on! That's not what we say to people.
Pussy!
Jeez, what are you even freaking out about, you? Did you get spooked because of the Scowy mud? The Scowy mud. Perhaps he's in a state of hysteria as a result of viewing that motive DVD. After all, Mono TV intended for those motives to push us into committing murder.
Could it be?
It wouldn't be unusual for at least one person's motive to contain such awful content so as to push them to nervous collapse. True? I shudder to imagine what Charles possibly could have seen that would cause him of all people to panic in such a way. It must be something truly horrifying indeed. Charles, can you at least tell me the meaning of this DVD, or what were you doing in the computer lab? I'll check my Twitter in a second. I appreciate the shout out. It's useless. He's not talking. Charles can't take part in the trial. Right when we were getting somewhere too. Our primary suspect just so happens to be unable to answer our questions. No matter, I'm sure there's a way we can work around this setback. Let's not give up hope yet. Then that makes Charles super suspicious, right? Not only was he at the crime scene, but he left his motive there. And now he's too traumatized to speak for whatever reason. Arei sucks, bruh. Could it be any more obvious? He's so totally guilty. This line of reasoning sounds awfully familiar. So then, Charles is totally the killer?
I object to that.
I object to that. Me too.
On what basis?
Well,
On what
he
basis?
didn't kill Xander. Therefore, he's not the killer.
All right, makes sense.
Hang on. That's just circular reasoning.
Wait, what? You tricked me! Damn it!
Oh wait, he didn't. That wasn't fully voiced. My bad. You tricked me, damn it. I'm going back to my original point of view. Charles killed Xander. Do you have any proof? Until you can use your smart boy words to show without a shadow of a doubt that he's guilty, I'm not convinced. Why are you even defending Charles? He's been an asshole to everyone this whole time. Of course I'll defend Charles. After all, he's my friend. So of course I'll argue for his sake. When did y'all become friends? Since when were you two friends? Did something happen between the two of you while I wasn't around? That's what I'm saying. That's not important. A better question is, do you have proof for Charles' innocence? After all, he was at the scene of the crime for reasons still unknown to us. I don't know why he was there, to be honest, and I don't really have what you'd call solid proof for his innocence either. But I truly believe that he could not have murdered Xander.
What?
Whit, his boyfriend? What, are we supposed to take your words as fact because you believe in him then? Are you freaking stupid going around and spouting all this dumb? Wait, about belief? What's the damn point of this whole trial if you're going to make choices based on dumb crap like that? You useless for brains. Are you even thinking or taking any of this seriously? Huh? Am I taking this seriously?
Not really.
Not really. Ace is snapping. He really is. You. Ace, calm down. You're not helping at all with this argument.
Shut up!
You shut your damn trap too, Levi. I'm done if you try to play the moral high ground by pretending to be some peacemaker. Oh dear, oh my, calm down everyone. Let's not fight, all right? Aren't I such a level-minded pacifist? Stay the hell out of this if you know what's good for you. Yo, he's going off. Yo, he just got this man. That's right. Shut your damn mouth, you coward. Off, Ace. How far do you even want to push it? Do you think that I don't have a limit to my patience? I would gladly strangle you right here and now to shut you up if I were allowed. But if you're the coward I know you to be, then you should back up before you dig your own grave.
Shut your mouth.
Oh, so shut your mouth before I shut it for you. Shut up.
That's whack.
Wow, this is whack. You guys done yet?
I apologize.
I'm terribly sorry for that, everyone. Please continue discussing as you were earlier.
So scary.
I have nothing to say to that.
Okay.
I have nothing to say to that. Okay, we're going to pretend that didn't happen and move on nicely. I'm quite interested as to what was on that DVD, seeing as we've established that it contains Charles' motive. I mean, will Mono TV let us watch the DVD? That'd be nice. Levi despair now. He said whack. He said whack. He said that's whack.
How interesting.
Wouldn't it be interesting if whatever Charles saw on that DVD caused him to snap? Perhaps it was a video of Mono TV destroying everything that he held dear. Yeah, we've seen that in DR1. We tried to watch that DVD, that Danganronpa. I see what I did there. We tried to watch that DVD during the investigation period. The DVD players weren't working correctly, and we were unable to view its contents. That's whack, yo. The DVD players weren't working correctly, you say?
What?
Why didn't you say something? You were present during the investigation when I was discussing the broken DVD players. You heard me, didn't you? I'm a highly advanced piece of technology with dozens of useful features, like connecting to the internet, playing videos, and calling your mom. Give that DVD over to me. I'll play whatever's on it. No, I don't trust you. Please? No. Please? No. Hand it over, Teruko. Okay. Thank you.
What the fuck?
Did you eat it? How is that even possible, seeing as you don't have a physical mouth? Quiet down, everyone. The video's starting. Let's see what this video is. I'm hype. I'm hype. What was it? I'm curious.
That doesn't make sense.
You can play DVDs on your screen, but you can't view the content yourself? That seems like a glaring design flaw. What just happened? That's not what's important. You skipped the entire video. Play it again. Did you hear the Windows freaking 98 crash? Okie dokie.
Just die.
You did it again. Are you messing with us? What is this? What did I do? I'm only playing what's on the disc, I swear. Any illicit imagery that you can't see isn't my fault. Whatever you saw is exactly what is on that DVD. Do you even work right? You use this piece of junk, I'll put your metal ass in the microwave and nuke you until you explode. Wait just a minute, actually, everyone. We tried to play this DVD earlier during our investigation, but we assumed that the DVD players were broken because they weren't showing anything, right? Nobody likes that, I know, right?
It's possible
I think that this DVD might simply be blank. There's no error with either the DVD players or mono TV.
Yep.
That's exactly right. Once again, I guarantee you that there is nothing wrong with my DVD players, that DVD or myself. It's just a blank DVD. On the contrary, I believe that there is a lot wrong with you. Huh? It really is blank? It doesn't make any sense. What kind of motive is that? Come to think of it, Mono TV never released any such motive to anyone else, right? When I handled that DVD, I accidentally erased some of the marker off. The quality of the writing is quite poor. There's no way I would make something that low quality and give it out to you guys. Wait. Somebody used that as a setup? The murder happened before the day ended and before I would have released the motive. I never got a chance to show you what that motive would be, and I never will. So that was a setup by the killer.
What a letdown.
Honestly, I'm so disappointed. It was a really good motive in my opinion. I guess you'll never find out that secret about your loved ones or whatever. Then the motive had nothing to do with this murder? What? It's still possible that the looming threat of the release of a motive may have pushed someone to murder. Certainly there are those among us paranoid enough to crack under that sort of pressure. Out of curiosity, can I see what that motive was? No, you can't. That time frame for that has passed. You missed your chance.
I'm not incompetent, I
It's
swear.
definitely because of that and not because I lost the motive last night. It totally didn't disappear under my paws when I was taking that smoke break. Wait, what?
Seriously?
You lost it?
Whoops.
Okay, maybe I did.
What a piece of junk.
Your incompetence as the mastermind of a televised killing game is shocking. You should have that crying face. Returning to my earlier point, the disc is blank. The handwriting and mark quality are poor, and Mono TV claims to have had no hand in making or distributing any such motive. Considering all that, this DVD is probably fake, right? Fake? Whatever do you mean by that? It means that this disc labeled as Charles Cuevas motive was created by someone else. Because of that, I have reason to believe that Charles may be innocent. Exactly! This man literally just said that's horseshit. Charles is innocent, You said it yourself. Charles was at the crime scene. If you're not the culprit, then it's gotta be him. It's true that we have evidence for Charles being at the scene of crime, and his refusal to speak is suspicious. However, we lack definitive evidence to prove that Charles killed Xander. Lack evidence? Are you kidding me? We all have the evidence we need. Let's go. It's time to cut through those words. Charles said it himself. Cut that. He was at the scene of the crime. This music's nice though. If that isn't enough for you, he also left those DVDs and gloves. What more evidence do you need? What evidence could have been set up or faked by someone else? The DVD. I don't think Charles himself put it there. That makes no sense. Cut that. Charles is the only person here who owns gloves like that. That's false. So he's the only person who could leave those scraps. As for that DVD, it's labeled with his name. It's got to be his. What evidence do you have that Charles isn't the one who left that DVD here? The CD reader. Throw it at him.
I'll cut through those words.
Yes, I need that as a soundbite. I need that as a soundbite. Maybe I'll ask Lucarii. I'll be like, Lucarii, can you please send me you saying I'll cut through those words? I need that. The music was good. I have a good reason to believe that Charles wouldn't have left that DVD there. Did you notice anything strange about the placement of his motive disc? What? Is there something weird about it? Why even explain to him anything? You're referring to its placement in a CD reader, right? That's right. The computers in the computer lab are divided into two sections. On the left are CD readers and on the right are DVD readers. So it's audio? It's audio. It's not video. Here's a bit of constructive criticism for the devs. I think for this minigame, a shockwave effect or a shine effect for slashing each of the statements would really look cool and authentic. Yeah, I agree. That would be cool. Thanks for the constructive criticism. You know, the devs be here. They be here sometimes. Sometimes they watch the stream.
What's your point?
Thanks for being respectful. I appreciate that. The DVD that's labeled as Charles Seva's motive was found in one of the CD readers, yet CD readers can't play DVDs.
What's your point?
And what's your point? He probably put it in there by accident. While I was exploring this place with Charles, I was subject to an unnecessary spiel on the distinctions between CDs and DVD readers.
Are you stupid?
No, those are CD readers. Are you stupid? Wait, no need to answer. I know you are. Well, I understand why someone like you would mix up the two. The CDs and DVDs are optical. Yep, we know. We know how CDs and stuff works. At least that's not the takeaway. Okay.
Rudimentary.
Do you honestly think he's gonna die? Ace is the dumb character that survives? Maybe. Gratuitous as that was, I suppose in the end it worked out in his favor that Charles likes to talk so much. True. For that reason, I don't think that he'd make the mistake of mixing up a DVD and a CD, seeing as he made a pretty big deal about knowing the difference between the two. Really? What if he panicked and accidentally put it in the wrong one? If he saw my body and panicked, why would he even bother with the motive DVD in the first place? That seems to be a much lesser priority to me. Oh, wait. That's a good point. In other words, not only is that so-called motive DVD fake, but it was planted at the crime scene in order to draw suspicion to Charles. Okay, so it is still just a plant. So Charles is innocent. So somebody, whoever put that in there, doesn't know the difference between a CD and DVD.
What?
What? You just said that Charles was innocent. Stop changing your mind. I said that I had reason to suspect that he may be innocent, but I don't know for sure. So who doesn't know what a CD and DVD is? What? Do you want me to rush headfirst into a conclusion without thinking about it first? I have to say, I'm also still suspicious of Charles. That motive DVD being fake doesn't prove anything. All we did was lose our lead. In the end, we have no clue what is causing Charles to act like this in the present, and therefore we couldn't draw any conclusions about his behavior. Not to mention, this guy doesn't have an alibi. He's so suspicious. I'm totally convinced that he's a shitty murderer. Come on, let's not jump to conclusions so fast. I'm sure we're all dying to find out who the culprit is, because if we mess this up, we'll all be dying for real.
This is no time for joking around.
This is not an appropriate joke right now. Sorry, just trying to lighten the mood. I really don't want to say what I'm about to say next, but it seems like you guys totally won't be convinced otherwise. Charles, are you really okay with me telling everyone? What happened? All right, if you think so. What's going on?
Thing is,
the reason that Charles is acting like this is because he has a phobia of blood. Okay, that's what I thought. A phobia of blood. I was like, is he scared of blood? Like a nosebleed or something? No, he's unaffected by small things like that. Phobia of blood was probably the wrong way to phrase that. How should I say that? When viewing gory things or dead bodies, he'll become panicked and have a breakdown. Okay. Only something super messed up will trigger a reaction though. A little bit of blood is probably okay.
I understand.
How can that be true? He seems so confident and arrogant about this killing game show. How could he do that if he knows he'll have a breakdown if he sees a body?
You know,
it's not uncommon for trauma acquired in one's childhood to seemingly disappear until it is triggered by something years later. Very true. Someone can spend years unaware they have a trauma only to be taken by surprise when the sight of something unpleasant or distressing causes all those emotions to come rushing back. Very, very, very true.
Whoa.
Whoa, you're really busting out the psych lenses today. Huh, Ronnie? Personally, I don't see dead bodies on a regular basis. Same goes for everyone else here, I hope. So it makes sense that this has never come up for Charles before, right? What do you mean by that? Charles' unexpected inability to handle this situation isn't that surprising if you realize that this is new for him as well. He probably acted with such bravado before because he simply didn't know that he had some emotional baggage from the past. So much for being the smart one here. Lay off him, all right? Trauma's serious, not something to be made light of. Charles really is suffering. At the very least, don't make things worse. I love Whit, man. Whit is amazing. Whit, is this the reason for why you've been defending Charles this whole time? Right on the books, hot stuff. I'll give you a 20% tip for your good service. Except I wasn't giving you anything to begin with, so 20% of 0 is still nothing. If Charles can't handle blood or corpses, how could he have killed Xander? He's nothing more than an innocent bystander in all of this. Oh, Whit's so sweet. Can we really take that at face value? Is it possible that Charles could merely be putting on an act to divert suspicion from himself? No. I believe in Charles because I've been with him this whole time. After I left the cafeteria, I ran to him. He was having some sort of breakdown, and he seemed to be in pretty bad shape. Whit is best wingman? I agree. I thought he might have been playing a prank on me or something, but after a while, I became convinced that his emotions were genuine. Oh, what a great friendship. Believe me when I say that he's not acting, because I have a pretty good intuition when it comes to people's feelings. I couldn't leave him alone, all right? I stayed with him the whole time up till now. I never know what to say in situations like this, so it was sort of awkward. Still, I hope I helped him calm down at least a little. I'm sure of it now. Charles is innocent.
Nice.
Nice. That story worked on at least one person. Wait, even though I just said something that made me sound like I'm lying. I'm totally not lying, really. Oh, frig. I'm making myself sound more suspicious the more I talk. No, it's okay, Whit. You're good. You're good. You're good. We love you. Good thing I thought of a way to make you believe me. I got to keep acting as unbelievably as possible. Then you guys will think, this guy's so suspicious that he's not actually suspicious at all. I see no holes whatsoever in his plan. You're an idiot.
Listen to me.
If you don't believe Whit's story, then maybe adding mine or Eden's testimony will erase all doubt.
Huh?
Eden, do you remember when I injured myself while baking and you took me to the infirmary? Yes, I do. We can't have platonic things, can we? Die sanity? We can't. In 2021, platonic doesn't exist, apparently. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Okay, we made it to the medical base safe and sound. Oh my god! Hey, watch where you're going. Jeez, what are you doing here, Charles? You nearly flattened me. You came out of the infirmary in a rush. Is something going on? Outside of the infirmary, Charles ran out of there all in a panic. Teruko and I were both witness to that. That's right. At the time, I simply brushed it off as Charles acting strange, but it must have been because he saw that, right? Are you really using unclear pronouns for dramatic effect? That's such a cliche. Xander's eye injury. Many of you have probably seen it already while investigating Xander's body. At that time, Xander was changing his eye patch. Charles must have seen it and had a reaction to that. Oh, okay. So then, Charles really does have a phobia of that sort of thing. How ludicrous. However, if the testimony of 3 people confirms it, then I have no choice but to believe that.
Irritating.
You know, this could have happened a lot faster if you shared that vital information earlier, Whit. You know, this trial will happen a lot faster if you all find the culprit earlier, Arturo. Ooh, get him! What are you even talking about? The whole reason we're taking this long is because we have all the evidence, you low-life worm. You wouldn't mind sharing with me all your patients' medical histories, right? What? Absolutely. And how is that relevant? I see that you're also familiar with the concept of privacy. So cool, right, Arturo? Even for a super smart surgeon like you, I guess you still learn something new every day.
Quit bickering.
Enough bickering, you two. Anyway, my point stands. Charles is totally innocent. Indeed, I suppose I'll have to accept that as well. Because it has been established that Teruko was stabbed by Xander first, and that erases any possibility that Charles could have killed Xander. If he saw Teruko's body at any point, and he must have, then he would no longer be in the right state of mind to subdue and kill Xander.
I have my doubts.
That still doesn't explain everything, however. Where did that fake motive come from? Maybe Charles made that DVD because he wanted to frame himself and obfuscate the trial. Why? For fun? Like Togami? According to Teruko, whoever placed that DVD there was trying to frame Charles. In that case, the DVD must have come from the culprit, right?
Considering
There's a
the
30%
evidence,
chance Charles might be a survivor. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. The most likely way Charles would have gotten his hands on a fake motive would be if someone else was trying to set him up. Yes and no. You're partially correct, but I believe that the origin of the DVD is not from the culprit, but rather from that person. From, oh, Xander did it? Xander put that? Whoa. It was most likely Xander.
Xander.
He planned something that manipulative? He did, after all, attempt to kill me. I'm sure he has some plan in mind to get away with the murder behind simply stabbing me and walking away. Why Xander? Couldn't it be the culprit?
I disagree.
Consider that it was Xander who picked the computer lab as the murder location. You gonna do a Danganronpa Despair Time character vid after this chapter? Yes, oh, yes. Hold on, Owo, give me a second here, actually. I want to do something for you. Yeah, I can do it. Sweet. I did it. It's not a coincidence that the computer lab is where one would go if they wanted to view the contents of a DVD.
Now that you mention it...
You could also use the movie screening room. Although since Veronika, Ace, and I were already occupying that room, I suppose that it's a moot point. Besides, no one would want to watch something as private and as upsetting as a murder motive on the big TV screen there.
So exciting!
I would. I think that a full video and sound experience could really evaluate the anguish from watching a viscerally distressing video. No one except for Veronika. In addition, Xander had learned earlier of Charles' phobia, seeing that he was the one who inadvertently triggered it. Oh, well, I love you, and I would really appreciate it if you could help me with modding. In the future, I need some kind of way to contact you. I think I have you on Discord, so I'll talk to you about it later, okay? You probably decided to take advantage of that weakness to pin my murder on Charles, knowing that Charles wouldn't be in the right state of mind to fight back or even defend himself.
So...
Do you think Charles being a loner also had something to do with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Charles prefers to act on his own, so he wouldn't have brought any witnesses. I'm still going to be looking at the chat at some of you guys. The more we do these YouTube streams, the more I'm going to need moderators. So if I see a lot of you guys kind of being in here and just hanging out and stuff like that, I'm probably going to end up modding some of you guys. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Since no one saw him at dinner yesterday, he probably ate by himself somewhere, which just makes him that much easier to isolate. Because I don't have many moderators on YouTube. Xander must have used that time to plant the blank DVD at Charles' door and then convene with me. That's great and all, but this is really important. You keep talking about Xander's murder plan, but he technically didn't kill anyone. Knowing Xander's plan is valuable evidence. We already can clear up some of the mysteries of the crime scene, such as those blue scraps that we determined were Charles's gloves. Xander probably tore them to build a narrative of a confrontation. Or the DVD's placement. If Xander's the one who placed it while trying to frame Charles, then it's more reasonable for Xander to misplace it, both in the wrong reader and upside down. He may have accidentally wiped off some of the marker, leaving us with that cryptic message that we struggled to decode. Oh, the murder plan sucks.
You know.
Well, you could say it was bad with the benefit of hindsight. There may have been more to his plan that we didn't know about because of how things played out. True and true.
It's unfortunate.
Even so, to think that Xander was seriously intending not to just kill someone, but to cover up his crime.
That's whack.
That's so whack. It is whack. Thank you, Whit. We have confirmed that Charles is innocent now. That's what's important.
That doesn't prove anything.
But we still don't know who the culprit is, and we're back to the start again.
Oh my god!
We're
so
so
fucking bad at this! And now we're totally gonna die here!
Even so...
What's up, Tiago? That's not exactly true, is it? We've already determined that neither Teruko nor Charles are the culprit, and Xander was already off from the start. We've narrowed the suspects down to 13 out of 16. Nice. If we keep working down the suspect list one by one at this pace, we can determine who the culprit is probably by the end of this week. I say that's a win for us, team.
Shut up!
Shut the up, Whit. You're not even helping.
Fuck.
Actually, I guess you did help a lot. Whatever. Why does Whit seem like the kind of guy to be totally useless in this class trial?
Don't get distracted.
Enough messing around, you guys. This is serious. I'm confused about one thing. What's up, Rose? Who could have possibly killed Xander? That's the question we've all been asking ourselves. Thank you for reiterating that. We have been discussing that question the whole time. No, I mean...
Think about it.
Xander died in a very specific way, right? Which one of us here is even capable of killing him in that way? That's a good question that we're going to have to find out in episode 10, which we're going to watch right now, by the way. Ace and Whit, my guys. I love Whit, dude. Also, on the topic of spoilers, if I see them, I won't acknowledge them. If you don't say that they are there, then nobody will even know if they're true. So I'd advise everyone to do the same. Yeah, that's a good point. I usually say that. If you see someone drop a spoiler, just let it happen. Like, don't say anything about it. Don't draw any attention to it. Let it happen. Because once you start freaking out about it and everyone goes, oh my God, that's a spoiler, then I'm going to see it. And then I'm going to be like, oh shit, that is a spoiler. Because everyone's saying it's a spoiler. So that must be true. And, you know, then I'm spoiled. So as long as you just like let the spoiler happen and don't draw any attention to it, everything will be fine. Xander died in a very specific way, right? Which one of us here is even capable of killing him in that way? What do you mean by that? Xander died of a stab wound to the neck, but I think someone here said something like that. It's really difficult to stab someone in the neck in a fight. Who said that? Who said that? Oh, yes, that was me. Levi, you said that. Human reflexes are naturally poised to defend a vital area such as the throat, and even against someone with a knife, people under stress still have their ways of defending themselves.
Yeah.
The task of stabbing Xander in the neck becomes a lot harder than you factor in some other variables as well. You'd have to be in front of him, and I don't think you could do that. As I already said, it's incredibly difficult to stab someone in the neck. And that's under normal circumstances. According to Teruko, Xander was holding the kitchen knife to begin with. His murder would have had to take the knife from him, because Xander himself was attempting murder. He was likely already on guard. Finally, Xander's a really strong person. He did win that arm wrestling contest. In that case, the killer must have been someone even stronger than him. No, that's the only way they could have stabbed him. Is that really true? Perhaps that killed Xander. Perhaps they killed Xander in a different way without stabbing him. Possibly?
I agree with that.
Yeah, possibly. It could have worked that way. I'm waiting. Nico brought up an interesting idea. This whole time we've been operating under the assumption that Xander's cause of death was the stab wound in his neck. By the way, shouts out to 500 people here. Truly appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I know we had issues earlier on in the stream with lag and such. Looks like that completely cleared up. Really, really, really appreciate it. If you haven't liked the video or stream already, please do give it a thumbs up. I'd really, really appreciate that. But much love, y'all.
Right.
It was only a hunch, but it doesn't make a lot of sense otherwise. Hey, yo, I remember you. What's up, Carl? How could his cause of death not to be that stab wound? He couldn't possibly survive such an injury. He didn't? Then you're contradicting yourself.
I'll prove you
No,
wrong.
I'm saying that Xander received that stab wound after he was already dead. His true cause of death was something else.
You can do better than that.
Oh, he came in with the he came in with the no, you can do better than that. All right. I'm sorry, but I'm having difficulties following that line of reasoning. Oh, thank you guys. You guys are amazing. I love you guys. Xander received that neck injury after he was already dead. That makes little sense. It's clearly made that such a severe injury is what killed him. I don't see how it could be anything else. We're just cutting through words now? You said it yourself, he's had that eye wound for days now. Just keep cutting through it. I should get a Nagito tattoo. I was thinking about getting a Danganronpa tattoo sooner or later. I don't know if I want Junko or if I want Chiaki. I kind of want Chiaki. I don't think it's likely that Xander would have received that particular wound and only that wound in a confrontation without injuring his assailant as well. However, no one here demonstrates significant injuries. There must be something that we're overlooking. It's not as unlikely as you say it is. even the most well-prepared person isn't immune to the chance variations that occur in a fight. You looking swag? Thank you, bored as fuck. I appreciate it. There's simply no evidence that he was stabbed after death. What about the blood stain?
I'll cut through those words.
I need that soundbite. I need that. There's no evidence. Are you so fixated in this line of reason that you refuse to keep an open mind? The bloodstains around Xander's body prove you wrong. How so? When Xander was stabbed in the neck, the knife must have hit an artery because the blood sprayed out everywhere on both his body and the floor. Yet the splatter patterns on the floor match up exactly with the stains on his body. Can we not see that picture? That was disgusting. There's no signs of any dissimilarities or smears that would suggest movement. The bloodstain is too perfect looking. Get a Monokuma tattoo? That would be cute too. That suggests that Xander was stabbed in that exact position on the ground. However, it doesn't make a lot of sense for him to have been lying on the ground right before he stabbed. Well, if I was gonna do Junko, if I was gonna do a Junko tattoo, it would probably be her holding Monokuma or like next to Monokuma or something like that. That's true, but perhaps his assailant knocked him over. So then, he didn't struggle or move at all on the ground, even when he was stabbed or during the short moments before he lost consciousness? That seems unlikely. The best explanation I can think of is that Xander was already unconscious, if not dead, when he was attacked. I'm on the cusp of figuring out what his true cause of death is. I just need to think about it further. Bye, Nyla. Thanks for coming by. Hey! Hey! Hold up! Hey! 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 That was an old injury. It makes no sense for it to have killed him now. Why is this bee so nice? Then there aren't any other wounds on his body. That's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
I like that. Hey, that instrumental is kind of dope. You're all overlooking this seemingly minor piece of evidence. How do you guys like the music so far? Look at his left hand.
What's the matter?
What's the matter? Those are mere bloodstains, are they not? That's what I thought too. But when I was thinking about what else could possibly be Xander's cause of death, I realized that this was it. Those aren't bloodstains. They're burn wounds. Burn wounds? Burn wounds? Look at his face! I need that sprite. Now that you mention it, I suppose it does resemble burn wounds on his hand. I'm loving the soundtrack. Same. Hey, Scrubs, shouldn't you have noticed that earlier, seeing as
why am I putting
you're
up
a surgeon? How many times do I have to say this? I'm a plastic surgeon with a specialty in cosmetics, not a general doctor. Sue me if I didn't recognize these extremely subtle burn wounds at first glance. Sue you? I guess the trial is as good of a time as any to have a legal battle, true? 10 out of 10, great music. The music is great. I like it. That'd be a very small injury though. How could that have possibly killed him? The better question is, how could he have gotten burned, huh, Teruko? There's no evidence of a fire, is there? I think you're clearly making up answers where you need them.
Stupid bitch!
Seriously, if you had even half a brain, you'd realize that what you're saying is total bullshit. Now, there's no need to insult one another. I feel like she's the killer, dude. Well, I could never phrase it that rudely. Arei has a point. First of all, there's definitely no evidence of any sort of fire in the computer lab, no burn marks anywhere, nor any smell of smoke. Secondly, even if he did burn himself, it was only on his fingertips, right? Such a small injury might have been painful, but it definitely wouldn't be fatal.
I'll prove you wrong.
Will you guys think for even a little bit before jumping to conclusions? Don't shoot down every idea that I have for no other reason than because you don't like the sound of it. Thank you. There's a logical explanation for what I'm proposing. This can all be explained by Hangman's Gambit? That's the only way? Ugh. Shock? Shock?
This is it.
Shock. Xander was killed by an electrical shock.
Ooh.
Electrical shock? Now that might make a bit of sense. There was water everywhere at the crime scene and the light switch was broken. Oh my God. If Xander was soaked in water and he touched the wiring of the light switch, the resulting electrical shock could have potentially stopped his heart. And then they sliced his neck afterwards? It makes a lot of sense.
Dumbass.
Why didn't I think of that? Because you're a dumb.
Screw you.
Weren't you opposed to this idea? Who's the here? I'm super sorry. I think that is correct. The killer didn't have to be strong, and they didn't have to fight Xander. Xander could have had the knife all the time, or had the knife all the time up until he died from the electrical shock. Then the killer took the knife from him and stabbed his dead body. That's the real method of murder. They must have tried to cover it up as a stab wound.
I understand.
Oh. That also explains why the light switch was broken in the first place. Okay. First, the killer turned off the lights and then stripped the light switch in the darkness to expose the wiring. Of course, the lights in the computer lab are on now because of the emergency lights, but Mono TV told me that the room was dark prior to that. Okay. Naturally, Xander would reach to turn the lights back on, especially as he wouldn't be able to see that the light switch was stripped. The resulting shock incapacitated and killed him. The killer then reattached the light switch and tried to divert our attention by covering up with an out of order sign to make it seem like it broke on its own. Dang, that's a big brain! How the hell? In that case, there's no need to consider who's strong enough to kill Xander, as anyone who has the ability to strip the light switch with the right tools. Who is this smart? That's total bullshit. First of all, it's just a light switch. How could that be a powerful enough to kill someone? No, dude. This dude doesn't know anything about electricity. Second of all, if it really was that strong, wouldn't it leave bigger burn wounds? It's not really the voltage that determines the severity of an electrical shock, but the amperage. Sure, a higher voltage gives a great current, but you also have to take resistance into account. Exactly. Come on now, science. The resistance of the human body varies from person to person. Wet skin will reduce the resistance much further. 1000 IQ play right there? Seriously. Even wiring circuits in houses can be fatal and yet not be powerful enough to cause a severe burn. What's more important is that the current passes through the heart. If anything, a stronger shock tends to result in a higher chance of survival since the heart will shut down, preventing ventricular fibrillation. Not that it's really relevant to know right now. Who would know that, though?
Wow.
You know all this nerd crap? Why is this a surprise? I work with wires and equipment all the time for shows. Of course, I'd know at least a little bit about electrical safety. That's a little suspect. Unlike you guys, I actually have some experience with this. Don't go around saying shit if you don't know what the hell you're talking about. That's a little suspicious, Jay. Ace. Shit. I'm stupid. Huh? I thought you would start arguing with me, but that works too.
Why don't we discuss
Now that we're
this?
getting somewhere, why don't we discuss the matter of the light switch? It seems to be important to the crime. Can we talk about Ace a little bit? Or not Ace, can we talk about Jay a little bit more? Seems to be important. That's an understatement in a way that broken light switch could be considered the true murder weapon. Then the culprit also made that out of order note. Could have convinced me. Yeah, if you actually investigate at the scene of a crime, you loser. Did anyone look at the backside of it? Of the out of no order note? I did. Why, is there something noteworthy on the back? Kill Teruko Tawaki. What's this? Did the killer leave that there as a threat? Ooh, I get it. This is like that DVD, rotate it 90 degrees. Maybe it says something else. It doesn't.
What does it mean?
Teruko, this note concerns you, right? Do you know what the meaning of this is? You know the VA? What VA? I have a good idea of what it means. Why would the killer leave such a message on there if they were trying to not draw attention to the light switch? Because the killer didn't leave that message. This note originally belonged to Xander. How do you know that? After Xander stabbed me, but before I fell unconscious, he started talking to himself and said a lot of strange things. Yeah, he was talking about somebody told him to do this.
And I hate this feeling. I would have never wanted to hurt you.
Hey Blaze, we've been waiting for the Eden's Garden trailer reaction.
Why?
You know what? Let's do it.
Why did you ask me to kill Teruko?
After this. Why not? Why did you ask me to kill Teruko Tawaki? Does that seem like Xander was being made to kill me? He did attempt to take my life, but all the while he didn't seem happy with that decision.
It seems that...
If this scrap of paper says kill Teruko Tawaki, then I'm guessing that it was some sort of order to him. That piece of paper must have originally been in Xander's possession. Hey, Brometrium Ion Battery. Thank you for the $10. I appreciate it. Much love. Hey. You're awesome. Xander was ordered to kill you. Why didn't you bring that up earlier? Why didn't I bring it up earlier? This music's good, by the way. When do you suppose I could have brought this up? Back when you all were telling me that I killed Xander? I'm sure you wouldn't have believed me back then. Yeah, I mean, there's, what, 500 plus people in here? I might as well give you guys a treat. You know what I mean? I'll do the trailer reaction. You guys have been so awesome. Thank you. If someone orders Xander to commit a murder, isn't that concerning? Who was that person? Why would Xander agree to do such a thing? There's no way of knowing. The rest of that note was destroyed in the water, which is what those wet scraps of paper probably were.
Of course.
And of course, Xander is long dead. We can't exactly ask him with all the relevant evidence destroyed. It's likely that we won't be finding out the truth behind Xander's actions. Besides, to put it bluntly,
I don't care.
I really don't give a damn about Xander's motives or whatever he was thinking. I don't care if someone made him do it. He tried to kill me. He got what was coming to him. Since I have a hunch that his motives aren't even relevant to the rest of this case, I won't pursue that line of reasoning unnecessarily. Oh, that's a bit mean, don't you think? You guys used to be friends. At least you inspired me to do Danganronpa stuff. Oh, I appreciate that, Yuki-kin. I'm so glad. I hope you do Danganronpa stuff. I hope you do like content and such. If you do, send me your videos. I'd love to see them. Maybe I'd feel a smidgen of pity for him if he wasn't a damn murderer. To be frank, I'm glad he's dead. What? That is so mean.
Cruel.
Teruko, that's so cruel. It is. Whatever feelings we may have about the victim, we can sort those out after the trial. Let's return to the topic at hand. Teruko did pop off. I disagree, Teruko. Disagree with what? What was there to agree or disagree with? I don't think you should conclude so quickly that Xander's motives have nothing to do with the case. Xander was being directed by someone else to commit a murder. That's definitely important in my eyes. The OST playlist of Despair Time is on the channel. Oh, I'll check it out then. My, that person could even be Xander's killer. In that case, do you have any clues that would point towards who that person is? There's lots of information one can glean from a single note, is there not? For instance, we can analyze the handwriting on the note.
I disagree.
Would that really be as helpful as you think it is? Not only is the writing itself heavily smeared, but every single one of us has seen the note by now. The culprit could simply alter their handwriting if we asked for handwriting samples now. Do you want to do forensic analysis? We don't have the equipment for that sort of thing. You do raise an excellent point, Veronika, and I commend you for that. However, at this time, we don't have enough hard evidence at hand to pursue this line of reasoning. True and true. I love that star in his eyes.
It's possible that.
Besides, it's possible that the note writer's involvement with Xander's murder is limited to this note, and that there's no other evidence that we could find to pinpoint them. These fangans have such good protect, they really do. I see, but if something occurs to me, then we can return to this later, right? Exactly. You understand my point perfectly. Besides, I can tell that Teruko is really resistant to discussing Xander as anything more than a piece of evidence. That's why she doesn't want to talk about his motivations.
Isn't that right, Teruko? You really feel hurt by his betrayal, don't you, Teruko? Or has that underlying resentment always been there? Tell me! Oh, I want to take a peek inside your mind so badly. It's driving me crazy.
I don't know what you're talking about. Let's move on.
Hey.
Anyway, back to that out of order note. Teruko, there's a flaw in your reasoning. Why wouldn't the killer bring their own paper? That seems a lot less suspicious than searching the victim's body for paper to use. Starboy or Shining Man. They can't even be sure that Xander or you would just happen to be carrying paper around that could conveniently use to cover up the crime. That's a good question. Could it be that the killer was unprepared to kill Xander?
What?
It is music though. What do you mean? Bringing your own paper is a very simple thing to do. Because the killer hadn't, and because they had to rely on the chance occurrence that Xander just so happened to have paper on him, it suggests that they didn't think their plan through. Oh? Unlike Xander, who planned everything from the scene of the crime to the person who would deflect blame to, the culprit's murder was a spur-of-the-moment decision. Okay?
I see.
I suppose that does make a lot of sense after all. I told no one of where I was going after dinner, and I'm sure Xander didn't either, as he didn't want any interference. No one should have anticipated that we were meeting up at the computer lab. Okay.
Teruko.
You know, Teruko. What? It's very possible that the culprit was trying to save your life.
Huh?
Huh?
How
Interesting.
Isn't that the underpinnings of a beautiful story? That the culprit stumbled across the crime scene, saw Xander standing over the body of Teruko Tawaki, and decided that they would bloody their hands solely to save Teruko's. Is this SDRA too? Like, huh? That doesn't happen. What is happening? You're alive and standing here right now because one of us here decided to put your life above Xander's, but now you're doing everything in your power to put your savior to death. What?
Isn't that just wonderful? Scary.
Veronika, stop saying creepy shit to other people. You're giving me secondhand nightmares, which I'm not even sure is a real thing. I never said it was true. It was only an idea. Think about it, Teruko. I suppose the hypothesis that the killer was unprepared to murder makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of evidence to support it. For example, the bloodstains on the ground were very poorly erased, and the culprit ended up leaving a lot of evidence about the initial position of Teruko's body. They really said Xander. They really did. It all seems a bit hasty, doesn't it?
That doesn't make sense.
Well, there's evidence against that hypothesis, right? What kind of unprepared killer happens to be carrying around a bunch of water beforehand to douse Xander in so that he can get shot? Wait, hang on. What? Rose, can you repeat what you just said? What? No, not that. Wait, hold on, guys. What is this? Oh, okay. That was interesting. Sorry. You said that the killer must have been carrying around large quantities of water despite the fact that they were not planning murder. What about it? That's exactly it.
I now know who Xander's killer is.
Huh? Really? I don't follow it at all, although I'm glad that I helped. You know who the killer is? Who is it? It can only be that person. That person is... No. 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 No.
It must be you.
No.
Min
I
Jeung,
knew it.
the ultimate student.
Why? Why?
It
Not
seems
Min.
that
And she wanted to be the aide and help us in all of that through the investigation. She's my favorite character. Next to Teruko. Why did it have to be her? Out of everyone. I broke this, by the way. Teruko's a nice change of pace from the nice guy. What the heck? The chat has been waiting for this. Because once we started getting closer to that, I was like, they're gonna pull Min, right? Like I really felt like she was just too nice, right? Like she was just helping us so much, and then she had her piece on Xander and kind of like fell back on it, right? Like she said all these things about Xander, and then she was just like, no, but you know, I understand him too. And it's just like, wait, what do you mean, girl? Where did that come from? You expected this? Is it because you already seen this, or you actually like legit expected this? That's wild. I broke the microphone. I sounded like a siren though, for real, because I'm about to cry. You said you were cleaning the kitchen last night. Did that involve using water by any chance? What?
it seems that
Murder was spontaneous, yet there was a large amounts of water at the crime scene. The killer must have had that water on them beforehand for other purposes. Man, your actions at the time of the murder are the only ones that would fit this description. Because you were cleaning the kitchen after dinner, you would have reason to be carrying around, say, a bucket of water. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Min is the culprit?
No way!
No way! Min isn't the type to commit a murder at all. Then who is the type to commit a murder in your mind? Anyone is capable of killing when placed in the right conditions. Teruko, what is your reasoning for this? If your only evidence is that she was cleaning the kitchen last night. That's right. It's weak evidence. Eden and I were in the kitchen the entire time. You left on multiple occasions to go get cleaning supplies. But still, in the time you were gone, is it even possible that you could have committed the murder?
That's complete nonsense.
I did not kill Xander. I missed everything you did. You missed the reveal. This girl cleaning supplies was the culprit. Legit cleaning supplies, y'all. If this girl didn't go to get cleaning supplies, we'd still have Xander. And probably we wouldn't have Teruko though. But I'm about to lose one of my favorite characters. Because to save one of my favorite, the favorite character. Min is getting defensive, yeah. We simped for the hair flip. And I broke things as I was screaming. Are you saying that I chanced upon the murder scene by luck?
No, that's wrong.
It's wrong. That is wrong. The best girl now dead. But what is her execution gonna be like? That's the question. What Blaze broke? I broke the mic stand. I broke the freaking mic stand in the process, okay? Let me be. Let me be. I gotta go buy a new one. This sucks. If Min wasn't a procrastinator, she would be fine. Procrastination has ruined this. And the cleaning supplies. Man, it's not out of the question for you to have stumbled across the crime scene in the computer lab.
Right.
Oh, right. Min was going from the laundry room to the kitchen. That path crosses the computer lab. She would have seen Teruko's body if the door was open. I hate this. And why exactly would the door be open? I suppose Min may have arrived near the computer lab's entrance just as Charles left. If she was still curious, she would have gone out of her way to see what was happening in there. Coming across the computer lab right when Charles fled. Talk about a small window of opportunity. Hello? That's... Following that, if she saw Xander, then Xander must have noticed her too. Knowing Xander the way I do, I'm sure he would wanted to incapacitate anyone who could have interfered with his plan. He was very determined to succeed in killing me. True? That means that Min had to act quickly before Xander did away with her as well. I'm thinking that her first move was to upend a bucket of water on him, which she would already be carrying since she was cleaning at the time, cleaning supplies. Not only would that throw Xander off guard for a few seconds, but it would lead nicely into the next phase of her plan, which is getting him to touch the light switch. Brometium ion battery. Thank you for another $10. You're amazing. I'll put that towards a new mic stand, by the way. Wait a minute. That doesn't mean that Min is the killer. Who you were in the kitchen with me too. If Min committed a murder, we would have noticed that she was gone for so long. Perhaps.
Even so.
But Min left on multiple occasions, right? The murder itself would have been relatively fast. Min could have returned to the crime scene later to carry out her various alterations of the crime scene.
No way!
Oh, Eden doesn't want to accept it. There's no way Min is the killer. I refuse to believe it. I've talked to her. I've spent time with her. She's a very reasonable kind of girl, so there's no way that could have killed someone. Oh, right, Min? Thank you, Eden. You're too kind. Oh,
just
no.
give it up.
So far, all the evidence against me amounts to the fact that I could have seen the crime scene at some point. That's hardly conclusive evidence, is it? Both Teruko and Charles were accused of being the culprit on more substantial evidence than this. I am sure that in time you will see my innocence as well. I like how she goes like this. She's got that hand. We should continue discussing evidence so that we may prove of or disprove Min's innocence. Let's run through the murder step by step. Min saw Xander with Teruko's body. She used the bucket she had with her to douse Xander in water. I want to see Min's execution. I want to see how they do executions in this series. Like, if it's as smooth as that animation that we saw of Teruko getting stabbed, I'm excited. I'm very excited for that. You need some sort of tool to do that. We've already said that the culprit was unprepared to murder. So she wouldn't have brought any tools with her. Weaponless. Bam!
No, that's wrong.
I knew it was coming. I can think of one thing that she might have been carrying around beforehand. Whit, can you show us again the list of custom weapons we all received? No problem.
It seems that
Min's so-called weapon was a pen, right? It's definitely not out of the question for someone to be carrying around a pen on them. Uh-oh. What are you doing, Arei? Nothing that you should be concerned about. Keep your mouth shut. Where's she going? Ha! Have you finally lost it, Teruko? Using a pen to break open a light switch? Are you out of your goddamn mind? Everyone's lives are at stake here, and you're throwing out worthless ideas pretending you know who the culprit is? Oh, come on, Ace. If you keep this up, we're gonna die here, and I'm going to die here. Does this trial mean anything to you, or did Xander put a hole in your brain as well as your chest? Is it Ace? You gotta give...
There's no need.
There's no need to get worked up because I'll help everyone pick the right culprit. Right now, everyone suspects me, which is a mistake, but that's all right. Mistakes are meant to be fixed. What the hell is happening with her? Like filling out a multiple choice test. You bubble in answer after answer and sometimes get it wrong. If I let even one miscalculation slip by, then the life that I worked so hard for will come crashing down in an instant. So I'll keep erasing those mistakes until they're correct. As long as I learn from my mistakes, as long as I make the correct choice in the end, that's how I'll achieve success.
Reconsider.
Teruko, I'm asking you to reconsider. Once again, I am not the culprit. Your evidence is shaky at best. If you were to think about this carefully, you'll see that it makes no sense for me to be Xander's murderer. Don't you remember? I stayed by your side when no one else did. Why would I put myself in such a precarious position if I were the killer? Got a point, got a point, got a point.
The evidence.
In addition, Ace is correct in asserting that a pen cannot be used to break open a light switch. I simply do not know where you got that absurd idea.
the truth is,
I got the idea only because you were with me during the entirety of my investigation. I saw it in your pocket once or twice. Because it was made of metal and caught the light. It drew my attention. Can we get a flashback on that? Is something the matter? Just now, I could have sworn I saw a flash of light. Something made of solid metal like that probably couldn't or could have been used to break open the light switch, right?
That seems unlikely.
Even if the pen was made out of solid metal, I don't think it could have easily been used for that purpose. Someone stole it? That was what I was going to say, Teruko.
Besides-
I think you're going a bit too far with this theory of yours.
Besides,
I didn't have that pen with me. I've left it in my room the whole time. Really? But I saw it in your pocket earlier.
are you sure about
Are you
that?
sure you aren't making that up or misremembering things? Perhaps you're so focused on the strange theory of yours that your mind is concocting false memories to support your case.
Just give it up.
Give it up, Teruko. This is going nowhere. Teruko, I really don't think that the culprit used a pen in a murder scheme. That's quite a far-fetched idea. You haven't lost it, have you? Wow, you're right, Teruko. Min's pen really is made out of solid metal. Oh my, what the? That's where she went? This must be how she cracked open the light switch. She must have used the hidden switchblade inside her. What? Oh my god! That's Arei! What are you doing with that?
So cool.
Look, everyone, if you pull off this end here, it reveals a knife underneath. Wait just a moment. How did you even get that? I thought I... Oh my god, caught this girl in 4K. Wow, I can't believe you didn't notice at all when I pickpocketed you moments ago. For an ultimate student, you really are a big dumb huh? Wow. I suppose Min was so focused on her argument with Teruko that she didn't notice Arei taking it out of the pocket. It's a well-known phenomenon that when a person focuses too hard on one thing, they often fail to notice other obvious stimuli. That's unintentional blindness for you. It was all shiny, just like Teruko said. Of course I had to take it.
back.
Give that back! No! Fighters keepers! I'm serious. Jeez, and you seriously took this into the trial room? Talk about an oversight. Yeah, that was probably a dumb idea. I don't think that it's that much of an oversight. Normally, none of us would have suspected her simply for carrying what appears to be an innocuous pen on her person. Besides, no one had anticipated that these class trials would be held in such close quarters. It makes sense that Min thought her secret pen was safest in her own pocket. A pen knife? I know that's a thing, but I've never seen one in person. They're certainly not unheard of, though. I guess that explains how you stripped the light switch. All you had to do was to use the knife to pry it open, like whacking the lid off a cold can of beans. That would explain those strange scratches on the wall. You used a blade to open it after all. That rhymed.
You're a damn liar.
You lied about not having the pen because you didn't want us to find out about that hidden blade, right? I had my doubts before, but your suspicious behavior now makes me believe that you may indeed have been involved with this murder.
That means
it's 2 a.m. at my country. Oh no, I'm sorry. I truly did not know any of you were talking about. Your reasoning doesn't make any sense. It's simply illogical. Is it illogical? I think not. None of this evidence adds up to anything. Oh wow, she's really panicking now. I'm not panicking. I'll admit, I've had that pen with me the whole time. But just because my pen has a blade in it doesn't mean that I'm the culprit. I don't know. It's simply a coincidence, nothing more. There's plenty of other tools that the real culprit could have used to expose the light switch's wiring. Too big panicking. Once again, you still have no true proof that I was at the scene of the crime, other than a series of coincidences. Thought of a better way we could prove that you were at the scene of the crime. We could use chromatography to compare the pen's ink with the out of order sign. Arei, can you give me that pen? Wait! Oh!
Sure.
Oh no! Just wait 1 second, please!
I don't get it.
I'm lost. What's chromato whatever you said?
Yeah.
Chromatography. It's a method used to analyze ink. It's also a common activity done in school science classes, so you may be familiar with this in some form. God. By placing a dot of ink on the bottom of a paper strip and letting a solvent, in this case water, run through the ink, the various components of the ink separate out into different colors. Girl, I don't know nothing about this. I don't know nothing about this. Why are we talking about it? Different varieties of ink are made differently. Therefore, the resulting color patterns can be used to identify specific brands. Art science. In this case, I can tell that the ink in Min's pen is the same ink that was used in the out of order sign. Don't you need to see the out of order sign to compare it with it? I forgot. Since I had already memorized the stain pattern on the sign, it wasn't necessary for me to compare the two. I forgot that none of you have the same kind of memory that I do, but we're going based off of her memory though.
I see.
I see. The colors really are the same. I suppose that proves that Min's pen was used to make that sign. Anyway, that's proof that you're the culprit, right, Min? That seems like irrefutable proof to me. I'm convinced that you're guilty, Min. Whoa! Is this chromatography? If this chromatography is so useful, then why the hell didn't you do this earlier, Rose? Well, we didn't know about the pen and all that.
Think about it.
This sort of forensic analysis wouldn't be all that useful for locating a culprit, only for confirming someone who is already a suspect. It's simply unrealistic to try and test every single pen or marker that we could find to see if it matches up with this note. True and true and true. She got caught in 4K. That's just how it is. Right now, we're lucky in that culprit used a one-of-a-kind pen, but for any ink samples that come from a generic brand pen, we wouldn't gain much information. Veronika. Aw, but I really wanted to know who wrote that note to kill Teruko Tawaki. Generic pens? You mean the kind that can be found in the storage room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically the kind of materials that anyone here can easily get their hands on. For that kind of evidence, pinpointing their origin doesn't really help us solve any mysteries. I'm no gambling woman, but I'd be willing to bet that Xander got a blank DVD from storage as well. Back to what I was saying. Right now, chromatography is only useful for our current situation, which is demonstrating that Min is most likely the one who created this note.
No way!
Min, it couldn't be. What's up, Zero Gamer? What do you have to say to that,
wrong.
Min? You're wrong. That's all wrong. Oh my god, her eyes! I'm not the culprit. I'm really not. Are you sure, Min? She's definitely not all right. She's realizing that her case is hopeless and freaking out about it. This kind of sucks to watch. You're wrong, all of you. I am not the culprit.
The evidence is there.
How am I wrong? The evidence is there. You're wrong because that pen isn't even mine at all. I've never even seen it before. She just took it out of your pocket. What are you talking about? That's definitely not what you were saying earlier. You were merely contradicting yourself now. Yeah, what are you doing? She's lost it now, hasn't she? The dawning realization that she's cornered is causing her to lose that carefully cultivated, cool facade. Ah, this is amazing.
Watching someone lose their sanity is desperately clawed towards an ever-dwindling hope for survival. It's so much better than any story I could have ever read.
Accept it, Min. I figured you out as the culprit. You're not getting away with your crime.
That's not true.
I'm not. I'm not the culprit at all. There's no way that could be true. I never wanted to kill him. It was a mistake. I swear. It doesn't count.
Even so.
Is that an admittance of guilt? Regardless of your intentions, the fact remains that Xander died as a direct result of your actions. No, he didn't. You're making this all up. All of you are just making everything up. Min, please.
I wanted to save you.
I wanted to save your life, Teruko. Please don't fight. Oh, no! Not this kind of death. Sorry, Min, but I've got no choice. Wrong. I'll prove without a doubt that you're Xander's murderer. Oh, no. What?
You're wrong.
What? This is in here? Yo,
I'm
this
not
is
the killer.
The thirst is real.
Sense.
I am thirsty.
It was just a mistake.
Yo.
I refuse to believe it.
Yo,
I'm not the killer.
Hey, wait a second. Full animation and everything.
You're going to get us all killed. It was just a mistake. Your evidence makes
Everybody's
no sense.
reaction. I love this part of Danganronpa Trials. I think everybody does.
I'll fix your mistake.
I wish more fangans would use it. The final blow. The final
If I stabbed him, wouldn't I be covered in bloodstains?
You inverted your jacket?
It ends here.
Oh my god. It's true that you would be unable to easily wash off any bloodstains on your clothes. That sort of cleaning takes time, and you had already spent a good amount of time covering up the murder, and any more time wasted and the others would become suspicious. We didn't see anything though. No. You shouldn't have. We saw legs.
The truth is...
Wait, go back. That sort of cleaning takes up time, and you couldn't have covered up with the towel because there's no evidence of a bloodstained towel anywhere, not even in the bedrooms.
The truth is...
The solution that you inverted a jacket and wore it backwards to catch this blood splatter. You wouldn't have used Xander's jacket because, as we discussed earlier, Xander's body shows no sign of being moved after it was stabbed. Therefore, you must have used your own. Afterwards, you would simply put on your jacket normally and hide the bloodstains long enough to get through this investigation and the class trial. That's... Min, if you want to prove me wrong, then take off your jacket. I can't. What do you mean you can't? Why can't you? I've seen you without your jacket before. You had no problem taking it off earlier.
Of course.
But you can't now, can you? You can't take off your jacket because that's irrefutable proof that you killed Xander Matthews. Oh no. And that's final. If Min cannot defend herself against this final point, then there's no doubt that she's the murderer. I can't believe it. You of all people being a murderer and trying to get us all executed just so that you would survive? Did you really kill Xander? Min, what do you have to say for yourself? Oh, she already did. She said she was trying to save Teruko.
I didn't mean to kill Xander. Then why did you?
I saw Xander. Oh, the music. I saw Xander standing there over Teruko's body. I moved without thinking and doused him with the bucket of water I was holding. I only wanted to save Teruko from dying. That was why I did it. I truly didn't plan to kill Xander at all. Oh, that's where the luck comes in, huh?
The look Xander gave me, when he turned around, I knew that Xander would have killed me too.
Damn. I was terrified for my own life, so I quickly moved to knock him down. I was thinking at the time. I wasn't thinking at the time. Without considering the consequences of my actions, I turned off the lights and broke the light switch with the weapon I had on me. Aww.
Then he was dead. I want to take it back.
No.
It was a mistake. I didn't mean to kill him.
No.
I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
That's it. A full admission of guilt. Your testimony gives me the final piece I need to clear up this case once and for all.
That's all you care about?
I'll show everyone here how you perform the murder.
That's all you care about? Oh no. Teruko, what are you doing? She saved you. It all started when Xander Matthews asked me to meet him at nighttime in the computer lab, claiming that he had some sort of plan to defeat the master. She saved you. And all you care about is clearing the case? What kind of backstabbing ass shit is that? However, this was all a lie. In truth, Xander was planning to take advantage of my trust in order to murder me. This protagonist is soulless. She really is. Like, what do we even do about that? When we met up, Xander stabbed me with a knife that he had taken from the kitchen and I fell unconscious. That was super cold. Meanwhile, as part of Xander's murder plan, Charles Cuevas discovered a fake DVD labeled Charles Cuevas' murder motive at his door. I know, at least you've got she's cold-hearted. I didn't. Because Mono TV had announced that it would release the motive soon, Charles believed this to be a real motive and wanted to investigate in the computer lab. That's terrible, dude. She saved her, but she also tried to frame her and make her out as the killer, so it's like Min tried to kill her in her own way. I guess so. You're right. Charles eats his meals after everyone else, so Xander could isolate him and make sure that he arrived after Xander had stabbed me. It was important that Charles saw my bloody body because... Charles has a phobia of blood and dead bodies, which Xander found out on accident. Because of his weakness, Charles would be unable to interfere with the murder, nor even defend himself at the trial. Dang, he got that junk snatched. Xander was easily able to steal from Charles some items that he would use to pin the crime on him. He took one of his spare gloves and ripped it up to suggest that Charles had gotten into a fight with me. Even Steve Austin isn't that cold. He also took Charles's motive DVD and put it in a disc reader. So true, Chaos. What's up? However, Xander had accidentally put the DVD in a CD reader, as well as upside down, which erased some of the marker. Min, I saved you, Teruko. Okay, like, that's literally how it just went down, y'all. She was just like, okay. In the meantime, Min was transporting cleaning supplies from the laundry room to the kitchen to clean up a mess that I had made earlier. You don't stream on Twitch? I stream on Twitch all the time, actually. I'm always on Twitch. We just finished Persona 5 Strikers on Twitch this week. She saw Charles fleeing from the computer lab and went to investigate. I do weekly streams on YouTube now, though. Then Min saw Xander standing over my body. They must have both noticed each other. I'm trying to do weekly streams on Fridays, every Fridays. There might be some Fridays where I might not be able to stream, but for the most part, I'm trying to make this kind of an event where we start at 12:30 on every Friday. We do a different Danganronpa, whatever I want to do. You know what I mean? I miss the gray guy. I actually like these. I actually like these fully animated, but yeah, I do agree. The gray guy is kind of the staple of the series, you know, but I feel for the fangans don't really need to follow that, you know. They're not part of the series, so it's kind of nice that they have their own flair. Please, have you realized that Min is not black? Yes. That sounds nice. Yeah. Up until now, Min never intended to commit a murder. However, realizing that Xander was dead, she decided to try and pin the murder on me in order to survive the class trial. So yeah, I guess she did try to kill Teruko in a way. Wasn't he dark blue in V3 though? Yeah, technically. Press F for the gray guy's career. Gray man gone. 0 out of 10 game. Well, if we ever get another Danganronpa game, Gray Man will appear. I'm pretty sure the main games would do it. You're my favorite Danganronpa streamer. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know many other Danganronpa streamers. Everybody kind of makes videos. I like Weeby News personally. That's like my great friend. Like, I love her. She's awesome. So I will always be a fan of Weeby before I'm a fan of myself. That one SpongeBob episode, but man, I don't want to die. However, she inverted her dark jacket used as a smock to catch the bloodstains and then wore it normally again. We remember all this. I do like the animations and art. They put in a lot of good work for this part. My brain is the only thing out of order here. Whoa, why? Why does Gray Guy commit all the murders? I don't know, but I think he should be the one that's executed. Gray Man stocks dropped to 0. Whoa, look at that!
That is the truth of this case. You murdered Xander and I'm trying to place the blame on me.
That art is
Isn't
sick!
That right? Min Jeung, the ultimate student.
That art is crazy! Wow! They outdid themselves with that art. That was wild. All right, we're going to watch the last episode and then we're going to react to Project Eden's Garden after. And then that's the end of the stream, y'all. This is only 11 minutes long, so if anybody's expecting this to be like super long, it's obviously not. We're going to see the execution right now. Let's go. Actually, that's not a let's go. It's kind of sad, but still. I want to see what it looks like.
Voting time!
Seems like you're all in agreement. Are we all ready to vote? Please use your model pads to input who you think the killer is. Hey, I'm Brazilian. What's up, Brazilian? As this trial comes to a conclusion, get ready to find out what the final verdict is. Will you make the right choice or the wrong one? I can't wait to find out. Let's vote. Who killed Xander Matthews? Sheesh! Who voted me?
Congratulations!
You got it right. Who voted Teruko? The blackened culprit who killed Xander Matthews is Min Jeung, the ultimate student. Damn. This can't be happening. You really killed Xander? I never would expect you to do something like that. You were our friend, the two of us. We spent time together. So why did this happen? In the end, someone like you is the first blackened. Even I'm a little surprised by this outcome.
How could you?
Man, how could you? She had so much potential to be a great character, though. Something as horrible as this murder.
How dare you?
As horrible as this class trial.
How dare
you? You killed Xander, and you were perfectly willing to kill everyone else here to escape. Min isn't the only one to blame here. This all started because Xander tried to commit a murder first. 2 of us turned out to be murderers. There might be more. We all know that, but it's not a pleasant thought.
Fuck.
This is up. Why did you have to drag out this trial? If you had come clean from the start, I'm sure we all would be in a much better place. Are we all done here? I'll give you a few more minutes to say your final words before I commence the execution. Execution? Oh, look at her sprite!
I'm not going to die, am I?
Oh no!
If I get executed, I'm going to die. But that's not going to happen, right? That won't happen. Because
her eyes!
I don't want to die.
Oh. You read the rules, didn't you? You can't avoid your death. As a participant in this killing game, you're fated to die. I'm about to cry.
Fair.
This isn't fair at all. I was just trying to knock him unconscious. I was literally trying to save your life, Teruko. I'm about to cry. Why didn't you confess earlier? Why did you go through so much? I was afraid of dying. If you were in the same situation, you would have done the same.
You
were afraid of death? Is that why you stayed by my side during my investigation? It wasn't out of kindness or because you wanted to help me. You just wanted to steer my investigation in the wrong direction and take my life by winning the trial. Or did you want to win my trust by helping me out when no one else would, so that I would believe your lies? That's not... Even I don't quite understand why I acted on some inexplicable feeling at the time, but I just had to know that you were all right.
You're wrong.
All this talk about wanting to save me, what nonsense. You didn't choose to save my life. Fate will always intervene whenever my life is at stake, in some form or another. That's why you acted without knowing why. You didn't help me out of your own volition. I don't owe you anything.
I'm sorry.
What? Please, I don't want to die. Min. Teruko, I'm sorry,
Huh?
Oh no!
Min, what
the
are
tears!
You doing?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't want to die. Please. I just wanted to save you.
Min, cut that out. I can't stand it. Stop saying that you don't want to die or you meant to save me. Just stop it. You're going to die. You committed a murder and you're going to die for it. I have no sympathy for someone like you whatsoever. Let go of me.
I had thought that if I had such cruel words to Min, she'd let go. I thought that she turned bitter and angry at the person she had sacrificed her life to save. I almost wish that she'd say that she hated me. But instead, she held me even tighter. She held on as if I had somehow shown her some great act of kindness in the fleeting time before her death.
Let go.
Don't you understand, Min? I can't save you. You're going to die because of me.
I said, let go. Please. Let go. Before
I grow attached once more, I have no choice but to watch you go. For the sake of my feelings and yours, we shouldn't have cared about each other. Finally, she let go. This isn't fair at all. Surely Min doesn't have to be executed for this. Executed? Is something like that really going to happen?
No way!
Something like that? This isn't actually real, right? What's going to happen to her? Oh man, I'm so sorry. All right, your time is up. Let's wrap it up now. I have a very special punishment prepared for the ultimate student, Min Jeung. I'm sorry, Teruko. Min, I never got to tell you.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No! Thrown to the dogs? What the? What the hell? Oh my god! Yo, what the hell? Yo, what? Not the other. Oh my. No way! They literally just let this girl's arm get off. Oh my. Oh my. What the? What's about to happen now? The dogs? What in the world did I just witness? Why would they do that? Why would they do that? What the hell did I just watch? What?
Get me out of here.
What the hell? I just watched this girl's freaking arms get chopped off and beaten and then eaten by dogs?
How horrific!
That is terrible. Wasn't that entertaining? No, it was not. I didn't know that was going to be that brutal. That was more brutal than anything that I've seen in Danganronpa.
Terrible.
That was horrendous. Even after everything she put us through, I still cannot help but pity Min's fate. The animation was really good, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Die here.
This is your damn fault, Mono TV. You're the one who put us in this messed up situation to begin with. Now people are dying as a result of your stupid, complete bull TV show. You're just laughing at this?
Teruko?
Why are you all so surprised? You voted her as the Blackened too, didn't you? You all knew that she would die, yet you made the choice anyway.
You're laughing!
Teruko, that's so cruel! Don't you feel any sympathy at all? Even though Min tried to pin the crime on you, in the end, not even she deserves something like this!
Oh no. She ain't my favorite protag no more.
She made a choice.
I can't do that.
And she paid her price. The same happened with Xander. What is wrong with you? You have no right to talk like that! Those two were your friends, weren't they? Friends? Don't make me laugh.
What the
They
hell?
tricked me into trusting them to carry out their own plans. It's my own fault for getting close to anyone. I've had enough. I'm leaving now.
Teruko, please! I know you're upset, but please calm down!
Get away from me!
Is that how she copes with
done you
loss?
all. I'm done pretending to be friends with everyone here. Every single one of you was perfectly willing to vote me to my death. I'm the one who steered the trial in the right direction. I saved all your goddamn lives, even though none of you deserve that! If I get close to anyone, I'm going to be betrayed. I can't do that to myself. I don't want to be hurt again.
I mean, wow.
So I'm never going to trust anyone. Never again.
Yo, that, wow. That is how you start a fangan right there, y'all. That just set the tone for the entire series. Oh my God. The protagonist, this has to be the most interesting protagonist I've seen in any fangan that I've done so far. I like how my reactions to the next video up. That had to be the most interesting protag that we've ever seen, bro. Most base protagonist, so true, queen. This just turned into, oh my God. I hate to, I don't want to say this. I hate saying that something's my favorite because like I like all of the fangans, obviously, but man, yeah, I'm definitely doing a video on this one. Like we got to talk about the characters. Purple, thank you for the $2. Thank you. And thank you, Rux, for the $4.99. Press F to pay respects for men. Please press F for men. We're about to jump into the Eden's Garden one, but all I got to say for the team over at Danganronpa Despair Time, chapter 1 was amazing. And I saw the director drop the tweet saying that they got kind of ill and sick because they put a lot of hard work into chapter 1. They like overworked themselves. So all I got to say is you did amazing. Like you did amazing. This was phenomenal. Like I thought the prologue was pretty good, but like this chapter 1, phenomenal. This gets the Blaze seal of approval to being like one of the greatest freaking fan games so far. Dude, chapter 1 was a banger. Bro, that was like some SDRA 2 level stuff, bruh. What if Whit becomes the protagonist and Teruko becomes the antagonist? That'd be crazy. I hope they get better. Yeah, I hope the director gets better, but like, dang. Yeah, you could tell they put their heart and soul into chapter 1, man. That was a crazy chapter 1. It was a crazy trial, and the execution was so well put together. It was brutal. I'll have to say that was a pretty brutal execution, but I mean, that's what people want, right? It's Danganronpa. There's a fan server if you want to join. I'm going to join. I'm definitely going to join. That's awesome. Read the comment in this YouTube video about the questions and Min's execution. Let's see. You said it's in the description? Oh, Zell helped out? You sure it's in the description? I don't see anything. First of all, hold on. Hold on. Let me go to Twitter real quick. I was about to say, please don't pop up with anything crazy. First of all, Luucarii, we got to send Luucarii a tweet right now. You are amazing at voice work. I just finished chapter 1 of Despair Time. And you, my dear, are talented. She is crazy. Luucarii is crazy. She did amazing. She did amazing. All right, so let's watch Project Eden's Garden, and we'll wrap it up. But wow. Woo. So I haven't watched this yet. I've had so many people tell me to watch this trailer. This trailer almost has 1 million freaking views, dude. So apparently people really like this. Project Eden's Garden is amazing, apparently. Now they did hit a snag, a little bit of a tug with the fan game community, but it's okay now. Everybody's happy. Everybody's excited. All the other fan game creators are on the same page now. Everybody's good. Oh my God, guys. Sorry. For all the people watching this video, we just finished Project Eden's Garden, or we just finished Despair Time. My bad, Project Eden's Garden. We just finished Despair Time. Please watch chapter 1 of Despair Time. Watch all of Despair Time. That was phenomenal. That was phenomenal. Anyways, let's do this. Project Eden's Garden, the announcement trailer. Let's react. Ooh, the music. Hold on. Whoa. Got the gray man's back. I'm just talking about him. Wait, this looks great. What the hell? Yo, this animation. Hey, the music. Oh, history repeats. What? Ultimate debater? He looks sick. Ultimate liar? What? Ultimate marksman? Ultimate fencer? Oh my God, I love her design. Her design's sick, dude. I love the ultimate fencer. Ultimate matchmaker? Wait, what was the last one on? Ultimate art entrepreneur? Ultimate historian? Yo, these ultimate talents are dope! Music producer? Cosmetologist? Lawyer? We're gonna have a lawyer? Ultimate influencer? I was waiting for that. Drag racer? Ultimate blacksmith? Golfer? Ultimate ship captain? What the heck? Pro gamer, okay. What? Not just any gamer, a pro gamer. Yo, their designs are sick. Bro, we got Phoenix Wright in the game. Ultimate Lawyer. What the hell? They outdid themselves with this. I see why people wanted me to react to this. What the hell is that? A stormtrooper? What in the world? Chiaki, who? I know, right? Would she beat Chiaki? She's a pro gamer, not just a gamer. Who would win? The ultimate pro gamer or the ultimate gamer? Wow. Now in production. Okay, I see why everybody... Let me go back. Let me look at all the characters again. I gotta look at their designs. Debater looks sick. He looks like a pro tag. She reminds me of Maki. She looks... Oh my gosh, she looks so good. Look at the outfits. Desmond looks dope, bro. He looks like one of the ones that I'm gonna like a lot. I love the Ultimate Fencer. I love the Ultimate Fencer. Look at their masks. She looks cool. I like her. Dude, her jacket. What the heck? I need to see her sprite, bro. He looks cool. I love... Yes. Yes, that's all I gotta say. Yes to her too. Oh my God. He's not just the ultimate influencer. I like how he has a ring light with the phone. That's so perfect. That is so freaking perfect. It works so well. Dude, this guy is Rontaro of this game, bro. Look at it. He's beautiful. He is freaking beautiful. I don't care what anyone says. He is freaking beautiful. He's beautiful. He's beautiful. He's beautiful. I can still stick around. That's what's up. The drag racer's helmet looks dope. Like that whole design for the drag racer is crazy. Crazy. Oh, I love her leggings or stockings. Those are so dope with the spider webs. It's Mouthway. This is phenomenal. Wow. What was the budget for this? Like, what was the budget? Oh my God. There's finally no ultimate lucky student. There's no ultimate lucky student. There's no ultimate question mark. They got rid of both. Let's go. All original, dude. And all of the talents are so unique. Oh my God. I love this. This looks phenomenal. I think the community tab of the channel also has most of the ref sheets plus all the bios. Oh, I will be looking up that stuff. I'll probably do a video on that alone, but I wanted to do a reaction to the trailer. This looks great. This looks great. I want to interview the creator of this, actually. I was supposed to interview him like a long time ago, but it fell through because I was busy and stuff like that. But I would love to get a one-on-one interview with him and just like sit down and talk about this. This looks crazy. I want to see the prologue. What is this? This art is clean. It is clean. It is clean. This whole thing is clean. Oh my God, I love this. I'm glad that you guys told me to react to this. Thank you, everybody that told me to react. People have been telling me to react to this forever, like for years, for literal years. Thank you for watching and reacting. I'm one of the mods on the Project Eden's Garden Discord server. Thank you for being here. Opinion on the mascot, Blaze? Is the mascot him? The wolf? He's the mascot? He is the mascot? That's the mascot right there? Hold up, you get a better, I think you get a better... That's him? That's him? Like, these two are the mascots? These two with the masks? That's sick. Everybody's on their Mukuro. The mascots are on their Mukuro. They're about to be popping people, bro. You better do that. Or you about to get 16 rounds in your body. Let's hope the lawyer is better than the one from DRA. Yamaguchi. Oh, yeah, true. That's crazy. The mascots look crazy. They look wild. One boy, one girl. Oh, my God. I'm down with it. I'm down with it. I want to see how that looks when we actually get into this Fangan. It's going to be different having mascots like that, because usually they're like cute and cuddly and it's like some kind of bear or rabbit or deers or cool bears, or you know, there's different mascots, and this one kind of has like, looks like human mascots, so that'll be different. That'll definitely be different. Ladies, you want to know the budget? It was $1 million. There's no way it's not. Shoot, with the views that this thing has, that this freaking this video on itself has, $1 million budget, $1 million views. Like, it's pretty close to 1 million views. The art looks really clean. It looks good. I'm gonna have to say, guys, 10 out of 10 for Project Eden's Garden. Definitely my hype level's up. I'm gonna have to follow this project when it comes out for sure. That's gonna be great. All right. With that being said, I appreciate everybody for being here. We had a good time. We laughed, we cried, we were surprised. And Despair Time definitely set the tone. Definitely set the mood. Man, that was crazy though. Thanks guys for being here. We had over 600 people here at one time. And you guys have been great. Phenomenal. I will see you guys next time. Farewell for now. Next Friday, we'll be doing SDRA 2 because it's been a long time since I've done SDRA 2, so we're getting back into it. I think we're going into the trial. I think that's where Johnny Youngster is right now when it comes to translations. I will never stop watching no matter what. I love your videos. Thank you. I love you too. Spare Time is a great Fangan, and somebody became a mod Blaze. Yeah. Owo's the new mod. I got to talk to you, Owo, by the way, about that. And yeah, have an amazing day, guys. Bye. Love y'all.